I love that. Didn't know Zesty got down with the lounge. Dude, I love me some good lounge music. Just, it's good, simple music that I can have on in the background as I do work. It's good stuff. Gets the job done. Also, how's everyone doing? How are we today? Song name, that is from a Gran Turismo game, and that was called... My screen could, like, get bigger, please. That one was named Night Observer. Night Observer from a Gran Turismo game. It's a lovely playlist. Because all Gran Turismo music is copyright free. Like, amazing music that's just copyright free, like chill jazz and whatnot. Chill jazz and lounge music is phenomenal. And I can just have this whenever I want. It's fantastic. Opinion on Deadlock. The game is not for me. I played it a few times. It's a video game. For me, the first-person shooter elements are a lot more engaging for me, well, third-person, than the MOBA elements. The MOBA elements are a really big turnoff for me, because personally I don't like having to keep track of a bunch of resources and micromanaging things as I'm focusing on territory control and shooting. It's not an enjoyable combination for me, to the point where I could eventually get good at the game, but I don't really want to invest like 400 hours into one or two characters. So, it's not for me. I will say the characters are cool. I like the designs of several of them. One of the recent additions is a priest with guns, which I think is pretty badass. Pretty awesome design. Also Ivy, my beloved. Characters are cool, the environment is cool. It's gonna be interesting to see what the final version of the game looks like, considering this is still not even in like an open beta or anything like that. This game is still in development. It's in an alpha or like a pre-alpha version. I don't even know what you'd call it, right? It's a closed something, closed alpha testing, whatnot. So it's gonna be really interesting to see what the final product is gonna look like after Valve has reached, say, a state that they're content with. I also don't know why my webcam isn't on. I could be talking into my camera. It just makes more sense. So, I don't know. We'll see what the final version of the game looks like when it's all said and done. I did also see it looks like they're adding a PvE mode. We'll see what that entails. That, I can get behind. I can get behind the PvE thing, because the way the game behaves in the PvP, it's like MVM with upgrades, right? But in this instance, it's, you know, oh, you have your characters, and then you have your upgrades as the waves progress. That's right up my fucking alley. I've been itching for something that's similar to MVM, and if they pull off a PvE game mode, yeah, I'll be spending a lot of time in that. Not a fan of the PvP, but the PvE, yes. Ooh, I hope it's good. I hope it's a real thing, and I hope it's good. Cross your fingers, because I don't really want another PvP thing with like 40 different character stats to memorize and master and understand in order to be competent. It's too much. That's another thing I fear. That's another thing I fear about Deadlock is bloat, character bloat. To me, there's already too many. And you know that they're going to add more. Because, you know, it's a MOBA style game, and when is enough going to be enough? I don't know. And that's my main hesitation is, and sure, as you add more, you're inevitably going to get kind of copycat characters that more or less do the same thing, just with some different polish or different visuals, what have you, that basically perform the same role, so one's going to see a lot more use over others, and that's fine. But you still have to know what they all do and how they interact with your character choices. It's a lot. It's like, that's a big turnoff for me, is having all these characters and stats to memorize, and if you're not jumping in on day one and mastering these things since day one, every consecutive update where they add something is just going to be adding layers to the cake, and it gets to be too much. So, I don't know. We'll see how far they push it, but time will tell. Time will tell. Yes, summer leaks. I do have summer leaks. They're not Valve, right? Because Valve doesn't make anything anymore, but we have summer project leaks, and as history has shown us, whenever you have a summer community project and it's shipped like an official update with its official website and it's hyped up on Twitter, then chances are very high that a good chunk of that content is going to make it into the game. And I have information on the next summer project that we're going to be seeing released very soon in less than 2 months' time. So that's going to be interesting. But first, we'll tackle the less interesting of the two things I want to talk about today. So do you guys remember slurs.tf? Do you guys remember slurs.tf? Do you remember this lovely website? Do y'all remember this? I do. I know I do. It's gone. Slurs.tf is shutting down again, except this time. Due to rising server costs, I am unable to keep this website up and running. So, listen, all the competitive chat logs, they're available. So if someone wants to pick up this mantle and get this website going again, just so we have a public... What was it? I saw someone, like, make a really funny comparison. Like, if we had this, like, this archaic library, this codex of previous slurs kept on log, man, it's up there. So someone could pick up this mantle and make slurs.tf 2. Someone can do it. So, the website's down. But thankfully, my previous streams cataloged all of the juicy things that other people had said in the past, and so that's not going away. And I'll make sure that everyone doesn't forget. So fun, isn't it? It's a bit of a bummer. It's a little bit of a bummer. And the way the news got spread was naturally it made its way over onto Reddit, right? Made its way over to Reddit, what have you. Slurs.tf shutting down. That whole song and dance. Who cares? Listen, I care. I care immensely. Because whenever I say something, it's passed over with a fine-tooth comb for no, not so nice things. So why shouldn't other content creators in this very wholesome and accepting sphere held to the same level of scrutiny? You know what I mean? So having this public repository of all of the not so nice things that YouTubers have said, well, I think that's something that everyone should be able to tap into. A valuable resource, if I may. Anyway, it made its way over to Reddit. People were, kind of lamenting at the loss of it. What was like, a lot of people didn't even know what the fuck it is. Like, what is the website? Well, you search up a name, it shows a log of all the times a slur has been said on that account, but specifically from competitive TF2 servers or servers whose chat logs are logged by logs.tf. My cat is here. My cat is here, by the way. And, yeah, and so it's only community servers whose logs are recorded by logs.tf, right? And so here's someone summarizing it. There you go. That site was the TF2 YouTuber equivalent of the Epstein files. Yeah, because we found some wild histories. Some wild histories, man. And then you have other people coming and saying, I mean, it was of barely any impact. The community is toxic on average, and most of them were like, holy shit, a YouTuber you know of who said in their 20s said racial slurs in text chat when they were a teenager. Who knew? It's so funny. It's so funny, like, other people kind of coming in, and going, oh, it's not that big of a deal. Everyone says stupid things in the past, Everyone says stupid things in the past. Kind of hand-waving it away like it's no big deal. And I agree. I couldn't agree more with this sentiment, right? I could not agree more with the sentiment. Everyone says stupid shit. Everyone says things that they regret on the internet. And of course, when something's online, it stays there forever. As it should. It should stay there forever, especially when it's tried to be used against you to remove you and deplatform you. Solar Light. Buddy, we'll get to you in a second. So I find it kind of interesting people just kind of, hand-waving these things away. So, and this thread in particular, we're gonna get Solar Light coming in here. It's pretty funny. So, Zesty couldn't be right because he said a slur 8 years ago on Twitter. And this is something that people say all the fucking time, man. Like, people immediately disregard anything I say simply because I said a no-no word over 8 years ago, right? Over 8 years ago, I said a no-no word, and because I quoted the Eric Andre show as a joke on Twitter. Therefore, everything I say is invalidated and not true, which is insane to me. And the hypocrisy is insane to me. The fucking hypocrisy is insane. So, and apparently I dodge arguments like I'm draft dodging. I don't know what arguments I'm dodging here, but apparently I'm known for dodging arguments. I don't quite understand what they're trying to get at here, but you want to have a conversation with me. I think I'm the most straightforward of the figures in this sphere when it comes to conversations. Anyway, scrolling a bit further down, oh, would you look who it is? Hey! Oh, it wouldn't be Solar Light without a massive wall of text trying to, I guess trying to brush this off and hand wave this away. I find this particular paragraph really funny. Most reasonable people willing to do the research just consulted the full list of logs with no filters directly from the website. Oh, just go directly to the source. Don't have someone curate these things for you. Because you wouldn't grant me the same courtesy, right? Of going through all of my logs and everything that I had posted to see that that was not my normal behavior, Solar. So anyone who is deeply concerned for the actual issue had a fully transparent means of checking my long-term behavior, realizing this entire drama was centered around one cherry-picked message. Solar, buddy, it's, I don't know about you, but, that's looking That's looking like a whole lot more than one cherry-picked message. That's a lot, actually, buddy. And listen, I stand by what that person said. We all say very stupid things in the past. We all say very stupid shit in the past when we're younger. You know, you say dumb things. You get out of line sometimes. You say something stupid. Yeah, one cherry-picked comment. You know, it's clearly just one. Clearly just one. Realizing this was centered around one cherry-picked message and then moving on. Just move on, guys. It was just one cherry-picked message, just move on. This transparency wasn't really present with my drama, even though it was, because you could look at the entirety of my tweet history and everything else I had said online, and what you would not see is regular usage of the N-word. In fact, you've said it more than me, and even with the hard R, sir. Yeah. And I was quoting a fucking TV show because I thought the TV show was funny. In fact, he appeared very combative, which led people to believe he was insincere. So people were getting their conclusions from my extremely brash personality. No, buddy, I think they were getting their conclusions from what you were trying to do and trying to get me banned off of Twitter. This is what happens when you attempt to defend the use of transphobic slurs rather than taking the easy route of just apologize. Just apologize and become a better person. He's 100% going to accuse me of doing this for clout, but no, I just hate bigotry. He just hates bigotry, guys. Yeah. So, you wonder why people call hypocrisy whenever he's trying to, like, hand wave this away. You wonder why we call it hypocrisy, right? Oh yeah, of course I got a whole fucking slideshow for this, because you want to know why I have a whole slideshow for this, man? It's this comment down here. It's this comment down here, right? This one right here. I'm more so just tired of people lying about me online. If lots of people were also lying about you, you'd probably try to debunk them too. That doesn't feel very good. Now does it, Solar Light? With your attempts and what others have done to me in the past, that shit following me around for years, leading to thousands of people lying about me and believing in those lies, I can indeed confirm that no, it does not feel very good when people actually think you're a racist, when people actually think you're a pedophile, when people think about all other manner of horrible things, right? Doesn't feel very fucking good, now does it? And because of people like you, who went out of their way to try to blow up something I said in the past as a fucking joke or an offhand comment inside of a Discord that no one fucking saw, to try to blow it up as something so big, so massively horrible, this egregious transgression on anyone's eyeballs, to try to get me banned off of fucking Twitter for it. And then you just, well. Doesn't feel very good now, does it? No, it doesn't. So listen, I'm not a believer in eye for an eye. But in this instance, I would just like to raise a massive fuck you to Solar Light. Enjoy having a little taste of your own medicine. Fucking asshole. I don't want this to get worse than it already is, so I'll just say something before my brief disappearing for a bit. I'm not lying. I can certainly be wrong and make mistakes at points, and I'll concede on that, but I don't recall intentionally saying something incorrect. To be fair, using the word lie here was probably a wrong assumption. Maybe the people in this thread are just missing important information. Just doesn't feel very good. Doesn't feel good. No, I can confirm that it does not feel very fucking good. He could just say sorry. But his ego is so fucking massive that he can't just say, not that I would accept a fucking apology at this point. Not that I would fucking accept the apology, no sir. So, thankfully, my stream VODs have this shit locked down and recorded forever. So, that hypocrisy can be known within the lexicon of TF2 lore and history. So, RIP slurs.tf, you will be missed. Hopefully someone can pick up that mantle and keep it going. Hi, Ghost here. As a punishment for my sins, I was sent to casino hell but it was a normal casino with Gordon Ramsay yelling at minimum wage staff. I felt really uncomfortable and came here instead. Hello. Saying slurs is fine as long as you aren't a baby. Generally speaking, probably don't say slurs. You know, don't say swears. Don't say slurs. I don't really advocate for that. Personally, I don't like using them. People say them all the time in the privacy of their own heads or their own conversations, usually where they think someone without prying eyes is gonna be, looking much like, SolarLite and others have done in the past, People say these things behind closed doors all the time, and this fucking slurs.tf website is evidence and proof of that. Personally, not a fan of using them, and if you looked at my very clear and transparent history, SolarLite, you can see that the dreaded heckin' N-word and the dreaded heckin' T-slur have not been uttered since. Not before, not after, just that one instance. And yet, you would not allot me that same courtesy that you demand for your situation here. You would not allot that same courtesy to me. No, you can't. Because that would make you a fucking hypocrite. It's just all performative anyways. We all know he hates you and uses any possible wrongdoing as a way to silence and hurt you. No, the dude's got a massive fucking hate boner for me. I can absolutely confirm that. Didn't SolarLite do this because Whammo started the fire? Absolutely. And then Whammo was the one that kicked off all that fucking nonsense. And then SolarLite dived in 100% guaranteed because he knew he could get something out of it. Oh, I just hate bigotry. Yeah, fuck you, dude. Come on. Clearly you hated bigotry so much. People change, sure. He's just a silly little Demo Knight main. Shouldn't Demo Man should be allowed to say the N-word. I do completely agree. But SolarLite, last I checked, is not the Demo Man, so I don't think the N-word pass is passed along to him. Anyway, slurs.tf is gone. It is a shame. And it will be missed, unless again, someone can pick up that mantle. Someone can pick up that torch and keep it running. I'd imagine it's not that difficult, nor that expensive, to keep that website up and running, so hopefully someone with a brave soul and the knowledge to do it can get that shit set up, because I think everyone needs to have that. Everyone should have it. Who will bear this tremendous burden? Who will bear this tremendous burden? Completely agree. Completely agree. So. There was something else, too. There was, like, another point in the thread. I think, and like kind of diving through this too, yeah, I saw several people like, oh, it's just so weird. People are keeping track of what other people say online, as if though that wasn't the go-to weapon of choice for virtue signalers to try to get people removed off of social media and removed out of gaming spaces, like digging so deep into their past to find like the one transgression that they can wiggle in their face. It's like, oh my god, look at this horrible thing he did 10 years ago. He should just be fucking killed, right? As if though that wasn't like the number one go-to thing. Now, of course, they write it off as, oh, it's weird, so weird, why would you do this? Oh, ew, ah-ha-ha. When it's being used against you, rules for thee, not for me. No bad targets. Sorry, only bad targets, no bad tactics. 100%. Genuinely hate people like Solar, always holier than thou and unapologetic, even though you can see demons leaking out of them like sweat. There's just some people like that out there, I must say. And you know what I will do? I'll take the high road, yeah. How about don't try to get SolarLite banned off Twitter? How about don't try to get SolarLite banned off Reddit or something? I'll take the higher road here, and I'll mock you for your hypocrisy because it's just so easy to do, you piece of shit. But don't go out of your way to bother the guy. Leave him alone. Don't, do a mass report. Take the higher road than he and his audience did against me. That's what I advocate for. You can certainly call him a fucking idiot. You can go downvote his post on Reddit if you so choose. Beyond that, it's not really worth your energy. So, that's the conclusion of the slurs.tf saga. Now let's move on to the next order of business. Yeah, don't dox him like people did to me. Don't show up at his house like people did to me. Don't threaten the lives of his family and friends and leave notes on your front door like people did to me. No, don't do that. Seriously, don't do that. Seriously, don't do that. Take the higher road and be a decent person. Now then, when it comes to the summer update, we have a little bit of information. We have a little bit of information at what might potentially be coming in for this update, okay? As you all know, 2023, 2024, 2025, or rather, 2024 and 2025. To that donator, anyone can say slurs, however, your results may vary. I am not responsible if you're banned from your local Denny's with this disclaimer. Yeah, you can say whatever you want, but, you know, you may have to deal with the consequences depending on the venue in which you say them. Check Discord, I talked with the creator of slurs.tf. Did you really? Did you really? Talk with the creator of slurs.tf. Ah, he asked if he could put the source code on GitHub or Twitter, and they said no. I choose to let it die. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, we just choose to let it die. Weak. Fucking wish. Someone else will do it. Someone else is smart enough to pick up this fucking mantle, dude. Come on now. You're not the only guy that can code something that can fucking, you know, Control T for text, you know? Or whatever the shortcut is. Control F, rather. Anyway, on to the summer stuff. We have some interesting information for what might be coming for summer. So, yeah, someone else can definitely do it. I mean, we remember the first time that that slurs.tf was shut down. It was shut down in reaction to me finding it. 100%. Guaranteed. Even though they said, we don't want this website to be used for mean things and harassment. Well, then why was it made? Why was it up there? And they eventually put it back up. Good on you. But now it's done and gone. So, somebody else make it happen. Anyways, so, as I was saying about summer updates, 2024, 2025, 2024, we had the community-made Tropic Crisis update, the Brazil-themed update, and then, in 2025, we had the offshore update, where it was, you know, the aquatic theme park update. He was constantly using it and was the N-word. No, yeah, Solarlight was constantly using it in the form of binds in his game. I typed it twice. 2 tweets using the N-word with the A, not even the R. Almost a decade ago. Anyway, so we have these community-made updates that have once again become the standard, right? Because of how successful they were in 2024 and also 2025. Like, let me remind people about how these work, okay? Let me remind people about how these work, okay? What happens, or what happened before, this is back in 2014, 2015, is community creators got together and realized, hey, we can put forth our own community-made content packs and try to ship them to Valve as official updates. And the last of these was the Invasion update. Some of y'all were there, some of y'all might remember that the release of the Invasion update was an absolute fucking shit show. A complete shit show. A royal shit show. Turn that off, I don't need that today. Because what happened is the leaders of the project, when it came down to revenue splits, were going to take the lion's share of the revenue for themselves and did not disclose this information to all of the people that were a part of the project and were making the content for it. Naturally, Valve had to step in and set up the revenue splits themselves, and therefore from that point on, Valve would no longer accept community-made projects directly shipped to them. Instead, they redirected, and now everything must go through the workshop first, okay? And there really weren't many community update events pushed on there. You had a few, right? Like you had the Frontline content pack and a couple of others that came over the years. But then back in 2024, there was a really big push with the Tropic Crisis update to get a community update pushed out again, because they got the green light back in 2023 when Valve made summer updates a thing again, and they realized, oh shit, here's our opportunity to start pushing these themed content packs again. And so in 2024, we had a closed Discord group, an exclusive Discord group containing only specific creators that were invited to the project, push out the Tropic Crisis update. And so how it works is they meet up together, usually a few months before the rough period of time where Valve starts to select content for the game. Usually they start looking at things around the middle of May or late May. And so what they do is they get together, they have a theme, they make maps and war paints and hats and taunts and unusual effects, and what they do is they synchronize the release of all of this content at the same time onto the workshop to maximize the amount of eyeballs, to maximize the chances of people at Valve seeing them, specifically Eric Smith. And the way they bolster the views on these things and to keep it on the front pages of the workshop, they release alongside it an official, unofficial TF2 update website. They post it on Twitter. People usually make videos about it. It's a whole grand spectacle, right? To get as many eyeballs on it, to get as much traffic onto it, and to keep it going, what have you. That's how they kind of boost the views onto it and what have you. And no, I completely agree. I think having projects is fine, but the way they handle it is what I take issue with, and we'll get back to it in a moment, okay? And so Tropic Crisis in 2024 was immensely successful. Something like close to half of the content in the summer update came from that content pack, simply by community coordinated efforts. And so they realized, oh shit, we have our successful model moving forwards. If we want our content in the game, we need to ship it as a hypothetical community-made update, because that maximizes the hype, that maximizes the traction in the community itself, therefore maximizing the amount of views and eyeballs it gets on the workshop, the amount of upvotes, therefore pushing it to the front pages, therefore Eric Smith seeing it, and then it getting accepted into the game. And of course I use the term community loosely because these aren't community projects, because they're not open to the public. Well, Offshore was open to the public, but they quickly realized that it was a mistake to let the public at large contribute because they could not pick and choose who could submit content, and they did not like that. I made sure to remind them of that. So, what happened is Tropic Crisis was immensely successful, and they decided to do it again with the Offshore update. Offshore was announced, same song and dance, except this time, they opted to make it kind of semi-public. Anyone could come in, they had a Discord launch, but it was a complete shit show, not to mention the volume of shit-talking that was directed towards that update because the Emporium was not notified, the Emporium was not informed. I have all the logs on that on previous streams if you guys want to go back and read those. The Emporium was not informed of this official, unofficial update, and so immediately they launch into slander, immediately start shit-talking, thinking, well, this is shady, we don't know these people, how could we trust this? How can we trust this website? Immediate shit-talking from the Emporium because they were not given the slice of the pie. They did not kiss the ring, therefore they were sent to the fucking dungeons. But they quickly course-corrected, got the right people on board, got the right people in that Discord, and almost instantly, I was one of the people that got banned. Because they don't like me in there for very obvious reasons, because I call them out on their bullshit. Of course, that was another big public spectacle. That was all song and dance and stupid and fun, what have you. Eventually leading them to unban me, but not until I made a big fucking public stink about it. Because remember, these are not community projects. These are projects for their friends and the people they like. Anyways, Offshore, another big success, had a large chunk of content from that update accepted into Team Fortress 2, but much to our dismay, it fucking sucked. The unusual effects sucked, the cosmetics sucked, a couple of the maps were decent, but most of them were fucking mediocre, terrible. But it doesn't matter, because they all still got paid. Remember, people making content for this game largely do not give a fuck about it. They care about this at the end of the day. They care about the money, they care about the dosh. This isn't saying that everyone that makes content for TF2 as in hopes of it being officially accepted are doing it for the money, but it is absolutely the number one motivator when you're getting upwards of 10 grand for a single submission. In about a month's time, mind you. You still have passive income over the months, less as people continue to open the cases once this content is accepted. And because the successes of Tropic Crisis and Offshore, ladies and gentlemen, wouldn't you know it, we have another update coming our way. The Low Profile Collection is currently underway. Under wraps this time because it is not public. It is not public. This is a very closed-off, tight-knit group of exclusive people working on your next update. Your content is coming from them. You have no say. You have no input. You just have to trust that they're going to make something that you like, and Eric Smith picks it. Okay? So, this time around, The Low Profile Collection is a community project themed around spy tech, espionage, and other spy-related media. They're at least taking a good step in the right direction here, where they realized, oh shit, the Brazil-themed update and the water park-themed update. People really didn't like those, so why not a TF2-themed update? Let's have a TF2-themed update, guys, yeah! Maybe pay a little more attention to the game you're making items for, yeah. Yeah, they didn't like the first theme park, they really didn't like the second theme park, so let's maybe do away with the theme parking and just make a TF2-themed update. Genius! Fucking genius, isn't it? So, that's the update theme. There you know, it's like, which is, Manco wishes to provide more needs to their hold on the world of espionage, which is their more highbrow market, so it'd be vital for the teams of Red and Blue to have a stake in this along with fighting for more control on a world tour. It's like, okay, yes, this is gonna be the TF2 themed update, fantastic, and a little more details on this, you know. Project release main deadline is going to be May 1st, but workshop items need to be completed by at least mid-April, so we have enough time to add those completed items if they fit well enough to the trailers and the website. Once again, they're coordinating this like a large public release to get the update out there, maximizing the eyeballs, maximizing the traction, to get these items bumped to the front pages of the workshop so Eric Smith sees them and they get accepted, okay? Usual types of contents, right? Usual types of contents. You got workshop items, you have the, you have taunts, war paints, and skins, all the usual stuff. You got the trailers, then it's going to try to be organized into a collection, and they're going to have an official website, all the same usual stuff. But apparently they're going to have a couple more projects being worked on behind the scenes that they are going to be collaborating with. We'll see what those are, if any of that information gets leaked, because I suspect now, they're going to be keeping their lips tight after I've revealed this to the public, as it should have been, because I believe if you are trying to make community projects, it should be open to everyone and not just your friends, so you can monopolize the slots for yourself and to maximize your chances for getting revenue. Ultimately, that's what this boils down to, is getting rid of competition and getting rid of the people that you personally do not like, regardless if they can make good content for this game or not. Many talented people I know are being omitted from this project because the people inside of this group and the leaders do not like them, either because of their sociopolitics or because they associate with people that have the wrong sociopolitics. Is that really any surprise? Not really, because again, when you can monopolize these things so strongly to get your money, why wouldn't you? They're pushing not one, but 2 custom game modes. We have Rush, a linear objective-based mode where attackers try to advance through the map by destroying stationary objectives, by arming and exploding them, while defenders try to hold them off, originating from Battlefield Bad Company 2008. The Rush project will contain a new game mode, maps, and characters. We're getting new characters, guys! TF2 is getting more characters! Exactly what this fucking game needs. I don't think the mobster worked out, but they didn't quite learn their lesson here, because now they're doing VIP Race. VIP didn't work, so now they're gonna make a coordinated push for fucking VIP Race in vanilla Team Fortress 2. Just what we need is another fucking custom game mode that was scrapped from original Team Fortress 2 for very obvious design choices and design reasons. They're gonna try to push this shit again, the worst game mode in TF2 Classic, if I do say so myself. Here we go again. They're gonna push another fucking custom game mode that is going to be dead on arrival. People are gonna hype it up. You're gonna have YouTube, oh my god, this is the best thing since sliced bread. It's the greatest thing ever. And it's gonna fucking suck. I cannot fucking wait for this shit. Oh my god. We're gonna have 2 fat guys running around now. Fan-fucking-tastic. You'll love to see it. So get ready for your custom game modes, guys. You're getting 2 more of them. They're gonna push it really hard because remember, maps earn the highest amount of money when they get accepted into Team Fortress 2. They get the biggest cut. So they have the highest amount of push and competition to be accepted into the game. That's where the big bucks are. The big bucks come from maps. And here we are, Blue Panda, once again being the fucking soothsayer that he is, calling this shit. Years ago, calling this shit, just nailing it. No, this is what's gonna happen. This is the successful update model moving forward. And they will keep doing this so long as Eric Smith keeps picking the content from this update enough for them to justify continuing to do this. So, and let me be abundantly clear, I have no issues with community projects. I have no issues with the theme, Spy Tech theme, a TF2 themed update. That's fucking fantastic. Hopefully they make some good stuff. What pisses me off is that this is not community made. It's not community made. It is largely Emporium made. It is largely made by the same small handful of people that have made the majority of the content accepted into this game. That's where this is coming from. That's who it's being controlled by. Not by the community, not by us, not by the general player base at large, or other creators that want to get their hands in there and make something good. Specifically the people that have always maintained this soft monopoly over item creation and item acceptance, and they will gatekeep people they don't like out of it. That's the bullshit. Because we have no say. We have no say in any of this. None. We don't get to vote. We don't get to look at it. We don't get to see any of it until, oh, there it is, too late, it's out there, it's public, and Eric Smith sees it. And then YouTubers make videos about, this is the update TF2 needs part 3. It's part 3 of the update TF2 needs. Fuckloads of views. And that's your update, guys. Hope you like it. Again, hopefully they make something good. We'll see. We have Battlefield 4 Rush at Home, the Russian question. Yeah, we're gonna get another game mode. We're gonna get another V-script game mode ham-fisted into Team Fortress 2. And everyone's just gonna go, and you know what's gonna happen? You know what's gonna happen? Everyone is gonna go right back to playing on fucking payload. It doesn't matter if they add more custom game modes into this fucking game and more maps, because we already have too many. We already have too many fucking maps that no one plays on. All of the custom game modes they've added into the past are fucking dead. No one touches them, for obvious reasons, because they are not Team Fortress 2. People prefer the vanilla game. Once the novelty wears off, these maps all fucking die. Video releasing in mid-April. That's actually my deadline. I have to meet that, so my video is going to be out by mid-April, whether I like it or not, with some very, very juicy statistics on all of these things. So, do you want more dead maps? Do you want more dead game modes? Well, go upvote these things, because 6 weeks after these updates come out, they all die. And that is a consistent fact. So, I cannot wait for this video to come out. It's going to be great. Oh, by the way, there's an MVM update coming at some point. We don't know when that's going to be. We don't know when that update's going to be. We have no fucking clue. 1 week of memes and SFMs, and then nobody gives a fuck. That's what happens, right? People play these things for the novelty, and then they get dumped into the vanilla rotation to die. They get dumped into the vanilla rotation to die. The only reason why Versus Saxton Hale has an active player base is because Versus Saxton Hale had an active player base for decades. For decades. Not decades, years. For years, over a decade, before it was officially added into Team Fortress 2. Versus Saxton Hale always had its sub-community for years. And then, I'll clue you into a little piece of information as to why it is so successful inside of casual mode. It's because casual mode killed community servers. And as a result of that, many custom game mode servers also died, including Versus Saxton Hale. And instead of, maybe doing the right thing, instead of maybe doing the correct and expected thing, which would be to find some way to revitalize community servers or to undo the dumpster fire that was Meet Your Match and casual mode videos coming soon, they instead give us discount Kmart versions of these game modes and put them into the vanilla game. A weaker, inferior version of the game modes that players themselves built, now watered down and stripped of features and functionality so they can perform using VScript. That's what you get now. The only reason why Versus Saxton Hale has a non-zero amount of players inside of casual mode. But the other game modes, Pastime, Manpower, the weird gimmicky maps they added for some fucking reason, they're fucking dead because they suck. No one plays on them. We like vanilla Team Fortress 2. There are still tons of community servers. Okay. There's still tons of community servers. Okay, well, let's take a look at what our options are, shall we? There are still tons of community servers right now that I can just dive in and play on right now that are just running the vanilla game. Right? Tons of them. Tons of them right now we can just pick. Right? Alright. Yes, Class Wars 64-player Dust Bowl, 64 players, all these massive 64-player servers. UGC and Skyle servers, and Uncletopia, which is not vanilla, and UGC and Skyle, which spoof their ping and their player counts. Ah, yes, Jailbreak, awesome. Yes, so many lovely vanilla options to play on. Yeah, Chill Out Orange. Yes, oh, and we're getting to the bottom of the list of so many vanilla servers to choose from. Yeah, and that's kind of it. Yeah, look at this lovely plethora of awesome populated vanilla servers to choose from. Oh my god. I remember a time. A good time, a wonderful time, when I could open this browser and I would be presented with not like, 70 servers, but hundreds, if not thousands of servers running all manner of stuff. Vanilla Team Fortress 2, 32-player, no crit, instant respawn, 24/7. Every single map had a server. Every server had at least, there was at least one 24/7 server for every single map in the game. You had variety, you had everything you can choose, but now what are we left with? Servers that spoof their ping and their player counts. Uncletopia, which is not vanilla Team Fortress 2. Zombie Escape. Trade servers. Yeah, this is what's left for all of us to dive into and play on. I remember a time when this is not all we had. I remember a time when all of Valve's own servers appeared in this browser. All of Valve's vanilla servers appeared in this browser. A much happier time, a much better time. Alongside all the other vanilla or close to vanilla options we used to have before Valve killed them with Meet Your Match. The data are there. The stats are there. You go back and look at 2016, you go back to the Reddit posts, you go back to all the other posts elsewhere. Community server traffic plummeted, tanked by upwards of 70, in some cases even 90%, once Valve removed Quick Play. Because what did Quick Play do? Quick Play gave players the choice, the option, to incorporate community servers into their game search as well, indirectly or directly exposing them to the existence of community servers. Moreover, Valve servers appeared in the server browser, where you could open the browser. Okay, shit, I just want to find a server running Upward. You would type PL Upward. Oh, look at all my options to play Upward right now. I have Uncletopia, 1,000 uncles with 14 players, and Engineer Fortress with 1 fucking player and 40 bots. Yeah, so I remember a time when I could type in PL Upward and I would get 100 servers that were full. Oh, sorry, refresh all. Well, now we're down to 2. Okay, now we're down to 2 servers. Sorry, I didn't refresh. Now we're down to 2. My bad. I apologize. Now we're down to 2. That's the real number. I remember a time when I could just open this, type a single map, and I would have a wall of servers to choose from, including Valve servers. And when Valve servers were visible in this browser, what did that do? It gave players the agency. It gave players the choice, the option, to bypass the game coordinator and choose a specific server for themselves. And what did that do? That indirectly exposed them to all of the other community servers that were in that browser. Because if you wanted to say, oh, I just want to play on something, that's Payload, of which we have so many options inside of populated servers that are not Uncletopia. It's all fucking Uncletopia. Wonderful. Right? You would type in PL underscore and be presented with a mix of both Valve and community servers, and that inadvertent exposure is what kept community servers thriving and populated. And when Valve introduced Meet Your Match, removed direct connections through quick play into community servers, removed any and all reason to open the server browser for the typical player only wanting to play on vanilla Valve servers. All of that direct and indirect exposure was removed. And as a result, community servers died. They went extinct, and it is all Valve's fault. So when people say just play on community servers, remind them, this is what you're left with. This is what we have left. Nothing. Fuck all, unless you have enough social muscle like I do to type an at everyone inside of a Discord server and populate a server for maybe a few hours. If you don't have that social muscle, well, fuck you, I guess. If you don't have that social muscle, well, enjoy scrubbing for whatever fucking servers are in this browser. What's left? It's not rose-tinted glasses. Times were objectively better. And times were made worse by Valve. Thoroughly. Anyway. I got an item. Something I was trying to sell. I just gave up. I remember when I worked early mornings during the bot crisis, whenever I had free time, casual was unplayable and there were 0 vanilla servers. Yeah, that too. Rush might be fun if it was just attack defend with the flashy explosions. It doesn't need new characters, though. I completely agree. The Rush game mode could be fun if it was just the normal mercenaries, but we're getting new characters, which means more new mechanics, which is exactly what TF2 needs. So, no, yeah, I also vividly remember just being able to come home after school or work. I could just open TF2, dive right in, and start playing. Now, I have to endlessly gamble with my free time. I have to endlessly gamble with my free time. That's what I have to do. I just have to hope and pray that I get put into a server that's going to allow me enough playtime to have a satisfying play session that I hope to God has enough players for a satisfying experience. And every time I do that, it's a spin of the wheel. It's a fucking gamble because you have no idea. All of that player agency was removed. You can't see what server you're joining. You don't know how many players they have. You don't know what map they're running. You have the illusion of choice. When it comes to selecting your map, you can certainly pick your maps, but you don't know if you're actually going to get to play on them. That's the best part of the game. Fuck off. Stop. Fucking gambling degen. There is no... for all I know, we have no additional information on the MVM update. We don't know when that's coming. We don't know progress. We have absolutely zero information on what's going on with the MVM update. Well, time will tell on what the fuck's happening there. We have no fucking clue. It's coming at some point. It's coming at some point. No, it's coming. No, it's coming, apparently, from what I've been told. Listen, it would not surprise me in the slightest if... It's already been a year, right? Like, it's already pushing a year since Valve announced that shit, which is hilarious to me, right? It would not surprise me in the slightest if Valve just drops it and doesn't deliver. I know I've said this before on stream. I know I've said this multiple times before, but I'll say it again. That's the nature of streaming, is you repeat yourself a lot. I fully know, like, what happened behind the scenes is, okay, we want to push a new kind of update. Let's do MVM. Awesome. Okay, let's go to the workshop and get MVM content. Fantastic. Uh-oh. You can't do that. You can't just copy and paste content off the workshop for an MVM update, because you can ship the map, but the waves don't come with them. The balancing doesn't come with them. That all has to be designed on top of the map itself. So, Valve bit off a whole hell of a lot more than they could chew. And didn't realize how much work it was going to take, that they actually have to playtest these things, that they have to actually accept maps that have waves already built for them. Because remember the announcement? They made an announcement, like, we have this soft deadline for when we want maps submitted to the workshop. And almost all of the maps that were submitted didn't have missions. They didn't have waves. It was just the map, just the skeleton. And Wheezy pointed that out in his video. Like, okay, yeah, they push these maps, there's no fucking waves. How can Valve pick these? They can't. So Wheezy, thank God, redirected Valve's attention towards the existing plethora of really good community-made MVM maps and MVM missions. Shit that was made, and let me be fully clear here, shit that was made out of raw, pure passion for man versus machine. They made these things because they were making this for fun, because they liked the game mode. They knew they weren't getting a paycheck. They knew that Valve was never going to add these things. They never in their wildest dreams did they expect for Valve to even consider adding community-made MVM content. They made this shit over the years. They had multiple big community MVM events. They did that shit purely out of love for the game. And now their dream is fucking coming true. Like, oh shit! This could be added to the game? Thank God Wheezy redirected Valve's attention towards these guys, because that's the content that needs to be accepted. That is the good, high-quality content that is made out of passion and love for this game that needs to be consistently accepted. Not the garbage the Emporium squirts out their bumholes with hemorrhoids the size of grapes. No, fuck that shit. The stuff that the passionate people make. Reward those people. Not the gatekeep bullshit people that soft monopolize all the money coming out of this game. Not those fucking assholes. The real passionate people. Give them the attention, give them the money. So, speaking of Valve servers, wouldn't mind if you showed the casual server website publicly. I have before, I have showed that on stream before, but I can show it again, if I may. If I may, I can show it again. So as a reminder, there is a pretty cool tool that recently went public, where, of course, this has to be made, right? This has to be made by someone in the community, right? Someone in the community has to do this. Here's a lovely, lovely tool that shows you Valve server activity right now. There are 9,700 people inside of Valve servers right now. You have all the game modes, you have all the maps. So if you want to know what you can queue for, instead of just like crossing your fingers and ticking off a whole bunch of maps that may or may not have games going on right now, making you wait indefinitely, you know, here's your tool. And of course, this is the agency and the freedom that we used to have, where we could, you know, sort by ping, see what servers are going right now. Like, here are the servers right now in LA. Like, okay, here's all the servers right now that I could choose from. Awesome. You know, like, can I play on Well right now? Well. Can I? So I was not. So can I play on Well right now? Okay. If I want, you know, actually I can't, because it's one server's full and it's in London. Can I play on Mount Lab right now? Oh, okay. Can I play on Sawmill right now? Oh. That was the King of the Hill. Can I play on Sawmill? Sawmill? There's one server, but it's full. Can I play on what other like? Can I play on Gravel Pit right now? No, I can't. It's in Sweden. Can I play on I don't know. Let's do CP. Can I play on Granary? No, I can't play on Granary right now. Can I play on what else? Can I play on Foundry? I can. There is a half-empty Foundry server that I can join right now. Fantastic. Can I play on what about say, oh, I don't know. What's a lovely map I can play on? Oh, yeah, can I play on a fucking, I don't know, Nightfall right now? Oh, I can't play Nightfall right now. Can I play Doomsday? I can't play Doomsday. Oh, I know, I can play Upward. Oh, plenty of fucking Upward servers. There's always lots of Upward. Don't worry. There's lots of Upward to tide you over. So, yeah, if you would like to check out live player counts inside of TF2 right now, there's the website. Also, your website is going to get DDoS because I showed it on stream. Get ready for that. Hopefully, whatever you're using to host your website is strong enough to handle that. So, there you go. I cannot wait for this next video to be done, man. It's gonna be great. It is a fucking... Listen, when I say it's a nuke, it's a nuke. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, it's gonna be so awesome. I love making Valve look bad. It's like my fucking hobby is making Valve look bad. Oh god, what the fuck have they done to this game? What the fuck have they done to this game, man? It is a goddamn crime. It is a tragedy. That being said, yeah. Release it? April. It's coming in April. I need more time to cook, as the kids say. It's well beyond the halfway point. I need more time. No, it's not a short stream. We're just gonna chill for the rest of the stream because I have not excuse me. You know what I've not done in a hot minute? You know what I've not done in a hot minute is I've not driven my taxi in a while. I've not driven my taxi in a while. I'm feeling the urge to deliver some human beings. This is off topic, but you see the story about the limbless guy being charged for murder? I did see that, yes. Apparently a quadriplegic murdered a guy. Somehow managed to shoot him. That's kind of crazy. Can I play on CTF Blackjack? My god. What did Rayman do? That's crazy. That is the wildest thing you could say. Sorry, it takes like a year for GTA to start, so give me a minute. Quadruple amputee. My bad. Not quadriplegic. Quadruple amputee. How do you... Okay, while there's no way he was driving and also firing a gun. I will do another loadout stream here soon, don't worry. Just not today. Because, like, I'm neck deep in making a TF2 video. I just spent the past hour talking about TF2. I need intermittent breaks from TF2, otherwise I am going to lose my sanity. Come this weekend, probably gonna do something TF2 related. Hold on, I'll call you in a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. We'll get to you in a second. Either gonna do a workshop review stream or maybe a loadout stream. Not sure yet. I will let you know inside of the Discord, linked in the description below, if you'd like to get in there and get notifications for when I go live. And also upload videos. So. Give me a second here. Also, one more thing. Idle Time is hopefully gonna be recorded. We were supposed to record it yesterday, and then we didn't. I'm going to slap Richter with a fish. If he no-shows again, I'm gonna beat you, sir. I will smack you. We need to get an episode out. I'm sorry, but it's coming again soon. We're trying to coordinate times. We're all busy people with different schedules. So we're gonna try to get that shit recorded here soon. Let me get into a server and then I'll call you, Gary. Hold on. Yes, I know there was a free vehicle. I did get the vehicle. There was like a warehouse. There's some vehicle storage I got too, I think. In CS2, people play the same 4 or 5 maps, but unlike TF2, nobody complaining about they're playing DE Dust 2. No, that's the thing. That's just how gamers work, man. That's how gamers work. Most people prefer playing on the same maps over and over again and returning to the maps they know. That's just how people operate. So a majority of traffic is going to always go into a small number of maps. That's just how it is. It's like TF2 is the only game that has over 120 maps in the active rotation. No other games do that. Why? Because they're gonna be dead. Slut tier list video when? What do you mean by slut tier list? What sluts am I rating? I need, like... This implies that there's, like, some curated list of sluts that I could choose from. How does that work? Slur. Slur tier list. Can we get a slut list, please? We need both. I can't read. Can we get not only a slut list, but speaking of sluts, The creator of OnlyFans died. Did y'all see that? Speaking of sluts, speaking of whores, the creator of OnlyFans died. Or like the CEO of OnlyFans died. Which is, tragic. I saw someone make a really good post, by the way. I don't recall who it was, but someone made a very, because I saw people, like, celebrating his death. I don't think you should be celebrating the death of anybody. But I saw a really eye-opening interpretation of OnlyFans and what this guy was achieving. Or what he achieved. OnlyFans is like the greatest social experiment that has ever been performed. Where if you give everyone the ability to act like whores and earn money from it, it's the quickest way to single out the lowest common denominator of the population. Quickest way to single out the people that you want to avoid. It's crazy how many people immediately dove into that and started selling themselves for money. Of course, that existed before OnlyFans, but OnlyFans mainstreamed it, streamlined it, made it mega popular and very accessible for the most normie of normies to do it. And once that barrier for entry was lowered, and anyone could do porn, oh my god, the floodgates opened. You quickly found out how many people like that are out there in the world. Ooh, yucky. Listen, people say respect sex workers. I don't really have respect for whores. That's my interpretation of it. I really don't have respect for sluts or whores. Really, and that's men and women, by the way, not just women. Men and women, you know. I don't respect sluts and whores. Man or woman. Anyways, we'll get Gary in here. Get your ass in here. Oh, Discord shitting. Because Discord shitting is what Discord does best, baby. Discord is just deciding to not work today. One game I know with more maps is Straftat, but that's a 2v2/4 person F4A, and a good portion of the maps are quartered off portions of the same larger map. Also, OnlyFans CEO died but of cancer. Yeah, he did die of cancer. Any chance you can go to the casino? I do have to do my, I gotta do my spin today. I gotta see if I get a new car. But first, I need my taxi. That's the most important thing. Yeah, Discord shitting. Give me my taxi. Yeah, the car I had was my, my super fast electric car. I play Enhanced, is what I'm playing. Alright, so first stop on our list here, we gotta go to the casino. Hopefully Discord decides to work itself out here. Let me reset the call. It's just not working. That's Discord, baby. So eventually Gary's gonna get here when Discord decides to work. We don't know when that's going to be. Some furry was, you know, they were yiffing on the servers again. You know, they probably took a hot shit on one of the servers. All the electricity's, you know, flipping out right now. You got sparks flying because someone was engaging in fursuit wet works. As they do. Engaging in some degeneracy in the fucking server room. Yeah, Discord shit, man. Discord doing what it normally does. Time to go back to Skype, baby. Waiting for a better service to be offered here. If someone can create a Discord alternative that doesn't fucking suck, I will migrate to it immediately. Not Facebook. On matter of principle, I don't use Facebook anymore. I haven't used it for years. Unless it was like out of absolute necessity. Like to coordinate with people out of town. Yeah, TeamSpeak's a thing, but is it any good? Did they actually upgrade what they can do to a point where it's worthwhile to use? All right, give me the car today. I'm feeling lucky. Listen, No, we're not doing a messenger voice call. We're not. I don't even have. I'm not even logged into my Facebook on my computer. All right. Where's my lucky talisman here? Where's my gambling guy? Where's my gambling guy? I need you to wish me luck. Where's my gambling guy? Where's my gambling addict? I need you to wish me luck in chat right now. It's all on you. If I don't get this car, I'm banning you. If I don't get this car, I'm banning you. I will get a car. Today's the day. I'm gonna get the car. I've not received. It's all in on the car, baby. I've not gotten the car once. All in on the car. Let's do it. We got the car. You're gonna get the fucking car. We didn't get the car. We didn't get the car. I have to ban you now. I'm not gonna ban you. You rolled the dice and lost, but that's okay because we can do it again tomorrow. We can do it again, but tomorrow. Don't worry. Can't stop winning, baby. I got $20,000. Let's begin ferrying people across the river Styx here. We're gonna go pick up some humans. No, I'm not. No, we're not gonna gamble the entire stream in fucking GTA. I'm not doing that. I refuse. I could call Gary on Steam, I guess. We could try that. Last time I tried using it, it was okay. It wasn't terrible. Listen, the most gambling I'm gonna get on stream is what you witnessed today. No amount of money would ever, like... If a gambling sponsor approached me with $1 billion and said, hey, do some streams for us, I'm sorry, I would take it. That's the cost of my soul, is life-changing money. But anything less than 8 figures, 9 figures, 10 figures, I'm not doing it. Anything less than 10 figures, I'm not doing it. I think $1 billion is fair. Do you think Valve changing the reload mechanic for Counter-Strike after years is a good idea? I don't know if it was a bad idea. No one plays the game anyway. I think like maybe 20% of the people that engage with Counter-Strike actually play it for the game. The other 80% are engaging with it for the economy and the skins, so... Does it matter for the people that play? Probably. That much? Probably not. I think it's gonna be most felt at in competitive formats, like in competitive leagues and tournaments. But beyond that, I really can't see like the common player caring that much. Like I think it's like just it's not even, and people kind of blew it out of proportion. It's not even that big of a game changer. Like the mechanics of the guns are all the same. You just have to be more conservative with your bullets, depending on the gun you're using. I think it makes you, yeah, the point is to, you know, make you think a little bit more with your reloading and conserve your ammo, which is, you know, fair. It's a huge op nerf. I mean, in terms of the amount of bullets you have, sure. And to be fair, the op has needed a bit of a nerf for quite a while, to be fair. You know, if you're gonna have something so powerful, I think having a limiting factor like your ammo count's probably a good thing. Be more careful with your reloads is a smart thing to have on something like that. I don't see an issue with it. You're better than Bill Burr for admitting that? Oh, what? Oh, like taking them... Oh, yeah. Oh, right. Didn't he accept a shitload of money to go perform privately for... I forget who. But whoever he performed for, he did it for people that, I guess went against his sociopolitics, and then he went into hypocrite mode and got offered a massive bag to go perform or do stand-up for some comedy. Something like that. You should try Root. It's the same as Discord. I may have to. Here, I'm going to try to call Gary on Steam here. Let me get that set up. For the moment, I'm going to quit Discord because I don't need to have this fucking terrible app open. Goodbye, Discord. Gary, where you at on Steam, man? There you are. All right, I'm gonna try calling you. Let me try calling you. How do you even do that? Oh, like that. Well, apparently I'm just in. He can join. Oh, hold on. Oh no. Dude, I think it might be your internet. Yeah, I think it's your internet shitting the bed, dude. It's something's going on between your connection and mine that the game's not or that the internet something's wrong. Oh, did it work? It's waiting for him to connect. Ultra controversial take. Game banana mods have interested and captivated me 10 times more than SDK mods for TF2. I mean, I think I completely agree. Because think about this. What have we received since the SDK has been released? It's been, what, 2 years? Something like that? What have we received since the SDK has been released? Not that much. And when it comes to engaging or fun modifications to your game, I think Game Banana's definitely got you covered. Has it been a year or 2 years? We got TF2 classified, but that's already existed elsewhere. Like, that's nothing new. I'm talking about new things. New things. Oh, and I better reopen Discord, because if he's trying to contact me on there. No, yeah, SV Pure does ruin mods. Thankfully, community servers still allow them by and large. Yeah, let me... Could I, like, hang up, please? Get out of here. I'm sorry, man. I don't know why it's breaking. I think it's your internet. I think it's your internet, buddy. I think that's what's happening today. I'm not sure. I heard about recent changes in market search filters related with the deletion of description search. I am not familiar with this. You talking like on Steam? So you can't search by description anymore. Why? I'm trying to think about the value in doing that. Maybe to cut down on botting so people can't hunt down items with like stickers or something for Counter-Strike? I'm not sure. Oh, hold on. He's calling again. Yep, Discord is not working either, buddy. Well, it's looking like we are fated to not speak on stream today. I don't know what the issue is. My microphone's really quiet now? What? Hold on. It shouldn't be quiet. Hello? Can you hear me? Is this okay? I mean, the levels on my end are fine. The levels on my end are fine. I don't know what the deal is. This is why I need Discord to die and something half decent to work instead. That would be ideal. Motherfucker, it is so hot today. I am sweating to death in my room right now. What is the temperature outside? Oh my god. Like, it just occurred to me how warm it is in my room. 90 degrees today? Fuck off. It's March. It's fucking March. Oh, hold on. Here, call again. I have to, like, hang that up first. I'll call you. Nope, still doing the same thing. It's still doing the same thing. Use smoke signals for voice chat. He lives on the other side of the planet. The curvature of the Earth is going to block my signals. Oh no, yeah, that day. It is 100% Texas heat, man. The heat's here and it's going to stay till October. And that sucks. Granted, I love November through February. That's my favorite time of the year when I'm not baking in my own room. I will say that is a delightful time to be in this part of the state, but from mid-March until mid-October, you fry. Warm weather while the rest having rain and snow. That's the joy of living in the Deep South. Yeah, man, I don't know what's going on with Discord or your internet. I'm not sure why we can't establish connection in any way, shape, or form. I guess Gary is sadly not joining us. Oh, don't worry. Listen, I have air conditioning, but can the air conditioning keep up with the heat? Nope. It can't. If GTA 6 lets me taxi, I will absolutely play GTA 6. If it does not let me taxi, I will not be playing GTA 6. This is the only reason why I play GTA 6, so I can taxi people around. If I'm not given that luxury, I will not be buying that game. I'm not going to do it. I simply refuse. Dude, like, I'm gonna deliver. I have to crack my door. I am sweating like a motherfucker right now. It is so hot. Hold on. Let me make some airflow adjustments here, because I am cooking. I am cooking in my chair. Holy shit.
Call just came in. It's up on your GPS now.
It is hot. Surely it's not worth the $100 game just to drive a taxi, though. It's going to be worth it for me. Driving the taxi, it's 100% going to be worth it for me. Just so you know. Big fan of it. This is why Florida is superior. It's 80 degrees and windy. Yeah, and also 100% humidity. I have a sulfurous noble assessment of hats. If I buy the other one, then I can price their prices from my arse. I mean, technically, yeah, you can. You would monopolize that single item, and you could price it however you want. That is a fair assessment. You could do that. If you so choose. Would that make you evil? Maybe a little bit. Maybe just a little bit. See, if it's gonna be warm, I would prefer it to be dry, because when it's baking hot and super humid, I die. It's misery. I hate it. No, yeah, I cashed out my inventory too. I have only kept the things I actively use. I just don't even play TF2 that much these days anymore, man. It's so hard to bring myself to play it, because unless I'm playing on my own community servers or another vanilla community server, of which there are so few, it's like, it's just not fun. Casual mode is terrible. It sucks because I want to play the game more, but I just don't have the drive to touch it. If I have, like, if the itch becomes too insatiable, then I try to get a community server populated and dive in on there. Beyond that, it's rough. I'm also hoping, hopefully, that the videos that I make about it are going to get people speaking about the game's problems more. Because more people are making videos about the state of the game, which is good. I hope people keep doing that, independent of what I do. That's what just should be happening anyways, because the state of Team Fortress 2 is unacceptable, and has been for years. And I think the only reason why people don't complain about it, I'll recite something that I removed from my script. The only reason why people don't complain about casual mode right now is because they're either too apathetic to care, they don't care, or they have some agenda to not speak about it. And the majority of people just don't really care, and that's because of the bots. We had the bots for so long, they ruined the state of the game for so long, that it actually did Valve favors. Where once Valve removed the bots, people were just so happy to get into a server and not instantly die from a spin bot that it became the new gold standard to just not have bots in servers. And once Valve did that, I guess people don't have the energy or don't really understand just how poorly the game plays. Because now we're now we are right where we left off back in 2018. If you're counting the latest change to the matchmaking system as the last checkpoint. But now we're right back where we left off, with the game playing like shit and the matchmaking system ruining the experience. And people are just apathetic or don't care because, well, at least there's no bots anymore. At least I can get put into a server and shoot things, and that's the gold standard. Have you heard of Easy Delivery Co? That game makes me think of your taxi streams that I enjoy listening to. Easy Delivery Co. Is it like if it's like a delivery simulator, I'll do it. Honestly, I might do a different game on Saturday. I have some games I've purchased that I've never played. I want to do something different. I want to branch out a little bit more. I got to start my career as the new epic streamer, new epic gamer guy, YouTuber. I'm branching out. Just you wait. My charisma knows no bounds. I'll bring more and more people in. I'm gonna be the next. Who's like the biggest streamer right now? Who is like the #1 streamer right now? Who is like top dog? I'm gonna be that guy. That's who I'm gonna strive to be. I'm gonna be fucking that guy. Delivered. 1 second here. What is going on with my computer? Hello? Hang on, I gotta fucking Control-Alt-Delete something. So annoying. Discord, like, shit the bed. End that task, please. Get out of here. I think we're good. Hold on, let me check one more thing here. I'm noticing my OBS is lagging like a motherfucker. I don't know what's going on. I think it's because it's so fucking hot in my room. Oh, I'm getting a spam call. Lovely. Should I answer it is the question. Let's answer it. Hello?
Hi.
Too slow. Too slow. Listen, you gotta be on it. You gotta be snappy. I'm not wasting my time. Now my hardware monitor just shut down. It just crashed. What is going on? Temperatures appear okay, so I'm not sure what's going on. Anyway, back to taxiing. Back to delivering humans. What do you mean I'm clip... Listen, I get it. I get that is the, this is the streaming ecosystem now, is clip farming. I don't want to run over the dog. Can I just, like, get back out onto something that resembles a road? Awesome. I understand that this is the current ecosystem. It's all about the clip farming. It's all about the next hilarious moment that someone can clip and put into a YouTube short, which propels you into the next wave of fame and viewership. I'm farming for that moment. I don't know what I could do to really maximize the funny moments. I could whip out my cock. That could do something for me. That would definitely get people talking. Is it the right thing to do? Probably not. But could I do it and get people talking? Absolutely. Me talking about clip farming is clip farming. Every action on stream is now clip farming. You're in my way, fat guy. You gotta move. Every action on stream is clip farming now. There is game audio. It's just very low because I prefer to listen to my music and not the sounds of a vehicle. You're not missing much. You're hearing engine revving. That's about it. Dissecting the content creation meta is the $1 million clip. There's nothing to dissect. There's nothing to dissect right now. The content creation meta. The content creation meta game. You know what it boils down to? It boils down to talk about politics or act like a drooling retard on stream. If you do one of those two things, you are going to get a lot of people watching you. That's generally the path to success these days. And the crazier you are, or the louder you are, or the more polarizing you are, that is the path to success. You just gotta ride that train, and if you genuinely don't give a fuck about what people say about you, you're gonna get rich very, very fast. You can ride that train for 3 or 4 years, make your millions, and you can retire at 35. That's how most people do it. That's the path to success now. From what I've seen anyways. Maybe my unk status is preventing me from having a deeper interpretation of these things, but that is my understanding of how things behave these days. Listen, anyone can become a streamer. You could, oh yeah, that's true. You could succeed, or you can become a lolcow. I think there's a non-zero number of people that know that they've achieved like a lolcow status, and they do it because it keeps getting them money. I think that's like what many of them do, right? Some people genuinely act insane, but then you got a lot of people that like pretend to be a certain way because it gets them money. Gotten to playing Gary's mod, has been insanely fun. Racked up 347 hours in 4 months. I think I might have actually just wanted to socialize all these years playing TF2. I played TF2, annoyed always, proximity of voice chat is release. Dude, I will say that the social experience in Team Fortress 2 has heavily been neutered by casual mode, in that players are generally not heavily incentivized to interact with each other, and you can really only get that inside of community servers, but with so few community servers left, you're not really getting places that are fun to hang out in or speak to people. Like, the populated community servers that are left, where people sometimes talk, the conversations usually boil down to degeneracy or just not a lot of fun things. Not a lot of fun things. So you going over to Gary's mod for the social aspect, I completely understand, 100%. It just makes sense. Speaking of modding, me and a guy called Lineman spent a stupid amount of time making and fixing a model and finishing fully functioning robot fem pyro mod to replace pyro and game banana. Awesome. Might have to check it out later. What are my thoughts on AI and content creation, and what's, in my honest opinion, an equally insufferable group of people who despise AI with every fiber of their being without being objective about this new tech? I think when it comes to creative works, in general, be it, you know, painting, drawing, music, movies, AI has absolutely no place in it. And I'm not talking about like AI as like the big overarching thing describing any and all artificial intelligence. I'm talking about generative AI. Generative AI is what I'm speaking about here. And also other aspects of or other jobs and career paths have no business for AI, like code, like using AI to write code. Yeah, that's working out so well for so many companies right now, using AI to write code. It's really cranking out the best of products right now. So when it comes to things like creative works or replacing what humans do, generally not a good thing. And passing off media or movies or games, what have you, that have been created by AI or assisted by AI as genuine works, I think is scummy and bullshit. Because what AI is AI is not honest. It is not human. It is not human ingenuity. It is not creativity. It is something else. It's empty. It's a copy. It's mimicry of what humans have been doing, and it can't even come close to generating something that's even remotely close to the charming imperfections of what humans can do, right? So generally, I don't like AI being used in creative works. Now, AI, in general, definitely has its uses and is very powerful in places where humans have shortcomings. For example, this is something I've said on stream many times before, as AI has been brought up. There are some things that humans just cannot do. And that humans just can't, there are thresholds to the human mind and limitations that prevent us from getting places that are more important. For example, when it comes to detecting earthquakes, a lot of traditional methods have extreme limitations when it comes to identifying smaller earthquakes. And AI can step in there by, you can train an AI algorithm to search for very, very small earthquakes in otherwise what people were considered as just noise, and it can find a lot more earthquakes that humans were unable to do with their eyes or traditional means alone, or traditional tools. So in those instances, where it's doing the work a human cannot do, literally cannot do, and is providing a good means for something, a better means for research or furthering the human condition and safety, fine, that's all great. But That's an example of a good use, an ethical use of AI, in my opinion. I feel AI should help you be better at what you're already good at and streamline your work, not outright replace major tasks and jobs. See, I still disagree with that, because if you're relying on AI too much, that's only neutering your own growth. That's only neutering your own skill set. Because let's just say I start using AI to do my editing for me. Like, hey, put these clips in these places by studying all of my previous videos. All I have to do is speak into a microphone, and it does it for me. That kind of thing. That's a pretty extreme example, right? That certainly streamlines my workflow, but that's only stunting my own growth and my own development of my own skill set, where it now becomes disposable. Anyone and their mother can do anything if AI is doing all the work for them. And at the end of the day, it creates more competition, it creates more incompetent people having jobs they should not be having, and therefore, you know, trying to make things happen that they should have no say in whatsoever. So I don't fully agree with that. Like, for example, AI-assisted artists. You know, it's like, oh, I used AI to generate this character for me, and then I drew an actual piece of that character, which is what Deadlock artists are doing. That means that they're neutering their own creative ingenuity here. It's like they couldn't come up with a design for themselves, so they had to use AI to generate something for them to spark inspiration. When humans, for millennia, had infinite wells of inspiration just from the world around them and from thinking and experimenting and trial and error. You know, removing those processes turns you into a less creative person. It turns you into a more productive person, but it turns you into a less creative person. Because again, you're not growing your skill sets, you're having a computer do it for you. AI is a crutch. Yes, I would say that. AI is a crutch. Not going to call myself an artist when I generate an image or a character. Lamau, you've lost the right. No, yeah, I completely agree. And I don't consider your character of true, genuine origin if you had AI give you inspiration for it. That's not, you're again missing the human element there. Yeah, outsourcing basic human cognition, you can't get lower than that. And that's something that's been happening a lot more lately. Just out of convenience, is a lot of people are relying on AI to do so much without really thinking about it. Where, especially when it comes to information acquisition, right? Especially when it comes to information acquisition, it's like, okay, like you used to just be able to Google something, right? And what Google would do is it would find things written by other human beings. It would find things written and made by other human beings and try to and give you relevant results. And that's where it stopped. But now it gives you AI summaries, where it's something that's not written by human hands, that was trained on things written by human hands to give you something that is, do you know if it's true? Do you know if it's accurate? You have no idea. You don't know what the sources are. It can certainly give you some sources. You don't know how accurate those sources are. It chose them for you. That's an example that scares me. So I use AI in my job by formatting documents. Instead, I have to expand this so I can actually read it. Instead of having to do the formatting myself, I just give it the data, it formats it automatically. Like, I suppose when it comes to some menial task, like data entry, hammering a nail, then sure, AI can take that over, right? Because how much skill actually goes into that? You can type fast, you can have data entry and formatting quickly, you know? I see no issue with that. Where the fuck is this guy? Am I blind? There he is, Jesus. AI being trained off of Reddit scares me. Dude, I saw a, what was this post about? Someone trained a model off of Reddit posts, but I forget the subject matter. It was something about dating. Of course it was. Because why wouldn't you train an AI model on Reddit about dating advice? I think it was something like that. And, God, I'm struggling to remember the exact conclusions or the results of the large language model being trained off of it or something like that. Yeah, God, what was it? Fuck, I can't, it was really funny. I can't remember. Shit, fuck. Oh, right. It was relationship advice. Someone trained an AI model to give relationship advice from Reddit posts. And the most common thing it would tell people to do is break up. Just break up with them. That's like the number one thing that it would tell people to do, because that's what like Reddit like tells people to do. Is like, oh, just break up. Just end it now. I don't know if that's a good thing. It's probably not.
Okay, let's go.
Been playing TF2 for a long time, pretty much a decade at this point. Would it be insane for me to collect all the old crates and open them, even including the salvaged ones? You're gonna waste a lot of money. You're gonna burn hundreds, if not thousands of dollars by doing that. I would not recommend doing that. You're not gonna get anything. The odds are against you. If you want to do it for fun and you have the disposable income, I'm not gonna stop you. So, why not? Yeah, there's a lot of old cases that you can still open, but many of them are unopenable. Like, I think the salvaged ones you can still open, alongside really old ones and expensive ones like the unlocked creepy crates, which give you old generation Halloween unusual effects, and so they're like they're hundreds of dollars each. Did you show the stream the 2-fort meme you shared on Twitter? That's going in the video. Don't worry, it's gonna go in the video, amongst other memes that I have made for this video. So if you're interested in that, go look at my Twitter. Warning, you might get flashbanged by a pair of boobs. Such as it is.
I got a customer for you right now.
I don't recommend financial irresponsibility. I don't recommend it. Save your money, invest it, make your money work for you. As the number of Chirino, as the number one Chirino hater I know, what do I think of Tomoe and Marina? Tomoe and Marina is kind of a one-trick pony. I don't like her that much. Tomoe is cute design, but just she enables Chirino and it sucks, and I don't like that dynamic, and just like they got redeemed quite a bit in the current rerun story with Shanghai Jing, but it's just meh. I just don't like. I don't like all. I only like the Red Winter students that are other than those three. If I had to pick, all the other Red Winter students are fine. Noraka, Shigure, who else? Momiji, the other girl whose name I can't remember. They're all fine. Anime talk. I'm sorry. I know people are allergic to anime. Don't worry about it. We won't stay here too long. Yeah, the ferret girl, that's Shigure. She's pretty cute. It's actually a really good design. I think she's a skink. I don't think she's a ferret. Correct me if I'm wrong. These dumb tech companies don't understand. We don't want chatbots. We want hot robot women. It's so damn simple. Listen, the future is now. We're slowly getting there. And here's the problem. We want the robot element maintained. We don't want the sex bots entering Uncanny Valley, where they try to recreate human skin and human facial expressions and all that stupid shit. No, give us a robot lady that still looks like a robot, but just give it like fat tits and ass. That's what men really want. We don't want Uncanny Valley robot women. We want, like, you know, actual robot chicks. That's the future. That's what men desire. I do not give a flying fuck about drama between those two guys. It's a complete schizo shitfest. I want nothing to do with it. And that's the last thing I'm saying about it. Do not care. Don't care. Don't give a shit. Not gonna involve myself in it. But you get what I mean about the robot ladies. Can you like fucking move, dude? Can you just get out of here? How about real women? Ew, real women, gross, icky, nasty. Statistically, they're going to divorce you and take half of everything you own. Ooh, I don't know if I want to gamble with that. Now give me a loyal robot lady that will do everything I want and more and be loyal. Yeah, sign me up. I think that's preferable. In this day and age, robot ladies don't talk back. Oh God, we're entering dark territory. No. Entering dark territory. Except give you kids, listen, I'll just buy smaller robot children. And have robot kids. I'm kidding, by the way. Please, no one take this seriously. Someone will, I'm sure. Listen, robot lady, listen, the appeal of a robot woman is that it can be exactly what you want. You can have them programmed to not care about your height, or you can have them programmed to care about your height. You can have them programmed to not care about your weight, or you can have them programmed to care about your weight, or your income, or your general aesthetic appearance, or whether or not you shave, how big your house is, or how expensive your car is. You know, you can have the robot lady think and behave exactly how you want them to. Detroit become human lore. Boyfriend-free robot girl. Any boyfriend-free robot women in the chat right now? Given the volume of bots that exist on the internet right now, there's guaranteed at least one watching my stream right now, and that's kind of terrifying. Someone has an AI program watching my stream right now, harvesting data. For some reason, nefarious purposes perhaps, we simply don't know. It's me right now. Oh shit, no! Not ideal. If Eggman did, why can't we? So true. We can channel our inner Eggman. Channel our inner Eggman and get robot women. We're not getting Half-Life 3. Half-Life 3 is not coming ever. People need to stop expecting Half-Life 3. They're never going to release it. Whatever Valve has cooking, it's going to be a tech demo for whatever new software or hardware they are releasing. There will never be Half-Life 3. If there is, I'll eat crow, fine, but it's just not going to happen. I'm sorry. The boyfriend-free alien. Listen. How would that work? Because you have to contemplate things here. Because if you have aliens, do they think the same way humans do? Do they have the same morals, expectations? My assumption is no. Because if they don't, then, like, what would they expect out of a human? They would expect, like, they would expect their societal norms from the human being. The compatibility, and now all I can fucking think about, what is that Scooby-Doo movie? Which Scooby-Doo movie is this, where Shaggy gets together with the alien chick? What is that movie?
I've got someone for you.
Someone remind me. I have to watch it again. It's a good one. What was that Scooby-Doo movie? For the life of me, I cannot remember the name of it. It was the Area 51 movie. Yeah, it was the hippie girl that ended up being an alien. What was that one called? Was it just Scooby-Doo and Alien Invaders? Was it that Scooby-Doo and the alien? Hold on, I have to look up like the box art. Hold on. Scooby-Doo and the Alien Invaders. Yeah, the 2000 movie. Yes, it was this one. Oh, it was so good too. Man, the Scooby-Doo movies of the early 2000s, these were the shit, man. These were the shit. Did y'all see this one? Do you remember this one? This one was awesome. And here's the hippie chick. Dude. These were awesome. Dude, Scooby-Doo and Zombie Island, Cyber Attack, Alien Invaders. I think there was one in Mexico where they have like the chupacabra. That was also a great one. Zesty is a... What does that say? What's a smell bow? Also, I'm burning money. Thank you. I appreciate you burning money, but what's a smell bow? I don't know what that means. Oh, that's right. They had a crossover with like the Globetrotters too. Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost. Yes, the one with the Hex Girls. They had so many good Scooby-Doo movies in the early 2000s. Yes. Like this was peak Scooby-Doo, and then it just kind of went downhill from there, unfortunately. Smelly elbow. The logistics of that are somewhat terrifying. But remember that weird Kiss crossover? I think I do. I vividly remember the Harlem Globetrotters crossover. What other weird crossover? Wasn't Ozzy in an episode? Maybe I'm misremembering that. Wouldn't it be? I'm probably horrifically misremembering that. John Cena was in an episode or a movie or something. Wait, the Loch Ness Monster one. Shit, did I see that one? Hold on, I have to look it up. Scooby-Doo and... I cannot type today. And the Loch Ness Monster. Did I see this one? Yes! I did see this one! This one was also good! Yep, I also remember this one. I spend too much money on 3D models and alien women. Also, a smell bow is a thing I made up when I was like 12. Anyways, alien women are best women. True. Completely agree. Well, are they the best? They're up there. They're definitely in the upper ranks. We'll say that much. Listen, I also have a proclivity to spend too much money on commission pieces, so I'm right there with you, buddy. Right there with you. GLaDOS humanoid will be real one day, and we will ascend. I don't know about GLaDOS, dude. I don't know about the harbinger for human extinction. I'm not feeling that one. But what's an ideal robot lady? I can't even think of one. Like what robot lady out of fiction? I can't think of any. Chica, no, we're not. No, not that one. No. That's not ideal. Like, okay, so Haiti is just for porn. They could have made that game with literally any other character design, but they just made it for porn. It's just how it is. Oh yeah, that Mass Effect character. Yeah, I guess. Heavy's minigun. It's not a robot. Oh no, we need more robot girls with like a screen for a face. We need more like that, I think. Not with human faces, but something with like the digital expressions. Get me that. Fund it immediately, and I will buy one. Optimus Prime. Oh god. Is there not a good taxi game that would match what you like about taxi driving in GTA 5? I don't know. If there is a taxi simulator game where I can just do this and it's not GTA, I'll buy it immediately. And if it's not been made, I'll fund it. I'll make it myself. I can't make it myself, but I would kill for like a taxi simulator that's basically just this. Vocaloids are robots? Not really. I mean, Miku is not. I don't think anyone really views Miku as a robot. Chat. I'll refer to you as chat in this instance. Chat, is Miku a robot? You want Arya from Zenless Zone Zero? I am not familiar with all of the characters in Zenless Zone Zero. I'm going to have to look it up real quick. Hold on. I will look it up. I'm getting overwhelmingly no, and I agree on that. Arya is... I mean... I'm thinking just... She's aight. She's aight. Oh, one more. I owe 500 in comms? Why are you spending money here? 500? Jesus. Listen, I'm not one to scold. I've been there before as well. Regardless, thank you. I appreciate the support. You're very kind. I've not seen Murder Drones. I know of it, but I've not seen it. Not super familiar. Wait, where's this guy? Oh, you're over here. Yeah, I'm definitely never gonna play Zenless Zone Zero. It just doesn't feel like the gacha for me. I'm definitely a one gacha kind of guy. Definitely a one gacha kind of guy. Gonna stick with Blue Archive. I only have so much time in a day to partake in gacha, so I'll stick with the one that I enjoy the most. Not Karen from SpongeBob. No. That's a TV on a stand with arms. That is just, nope. Write that one off. Writing it off. Speaking of media for autistic children, have I seen Server Blight? What a wild thing to say. Speaking of media for autistic children, what do I think about Server Blight? I've not seen it. I don't really have any thoughts on it. It kind of, it enters that realm of the creepy pasta stuff, which I just never really cared about all that much, you know? I don't even know what it's about. My vague understanding is that there's some kind of corruption inside of TF2 servers that manifests as someone taking the H something models and Gary's mod and fucking them up. And they just kind of like, they possess you and stalk you and things like that. That's all I know about it. I don't know much. Whatever. I'm just not really into that kind of stuff. Server Blight is a great depiction of the average TF2 YouTuber. Send it to me. I want to see it. I want to see this shit. Oh, that's right. They're making a Backrooms movie. When it comes to like the creepy stuff, I really enjoy the more reserved Backrooms videos. The ones that don't get like too crazy. Like, we're on level 49,086. It's the 40 grit sandpaper rooms. Like shit like that. That's taking it to a degree where it's not interesting anymore. They're just playing off the novelty to like get 10-year-olds watching videos and making money. I hate that shit. I like the more like the OG videos and the channels that kind of adhere to the OG vibe and feel of the backroom stuff. I really enjoy those. But the ones that get comically insane are just they're not very good in my opinion, and I don't like them that much. So I hope whatever Backrooms movie, if that's real, I don't even know if it's real. If there is a Backrooms movie that they're gonna do, hoping that it channels more of the OG vibe than what's coming out from the, I guess, the content forms. Fuck a Megatronic, no, not that way. Yeah, don't do that. Remember that weird time people drew porn of that guy? That guy got so, he got all of the attention that he could ever hope for and more. Creepy ambience works the best when there's little to no information. The moment you add a monster, the mystique is gone. I kind of disagree. I think you can absolutely have a monster, but as soon as you know how it behaves, as soon as you know how it looks, then that air of mystery is removed. Like when you know something is following you, when you know something is there, that is like a really good amount of tension. And there was one Backrooms video, I don't remember who made it, I don't know if it was the OG guy or someone else, where they come across something. This describes like a million Backrooms videos I know. There was one where he finds himself in like the recreation of a home, and then he hears something mimicking a human voice, and then he goes, oh shit, that's not a person, and starts running from it. Like, ooh, the chills I felt from that shit without once seeing whatever that creature was. Oh, fuck. I like that. Give me more stuff like that, dude. Don't give me the fully fleshed out monsters where you know what they look like and they have weird, edgy OC names. Give me the mysterious crap that chases you in the night. I like that stuff. That's like the good monster horror that I really enjoy. I like that stuff. Things pretending to be human is generally creepy as fuck. Yes, because again, it's entering the uncanny valley. And there's a reason why it's called Uncanny Valley. It makes you uncomfortable. It's disturbing. Me likey. Hello, guys. Hello. Have you seen Iron Lung? No, I've not seen Iron Lung. I'd like to. I hear mixed reviews. Some people say it's the best thing since sliced bread. Other people say it's really boring. But I'll reserve judgment until I've seen the movie myself. I hear mostly good things. Very few bad things about it. But I do want to see it. Mainly because it's just a different flavor. It's a different flavor. So I'm into it. We'll see. Thoughts on... I don't know the olden TF2 freaks are. I don't know what that is. Much like horror games, with stalkers like Alien, Isolation, or Amnesia, the bunker, the situation is more tense when you barely see the monster yet know it's potentially stalking nearby. 100% agree. 100% agree. Like the original Amnesia, The Dark Descent, and also Amnesia, The Bunker was pretty fucking good. Both of those handle the monster element very, very well, where you don't... Well, in one instance of Amnesia, you can't even see the monster. It's invisible, which is awesome. So those games handle the monster really well, where even seeing the monster is like, oh, fuck, that's not you. You could die, that kind of thing. I like that a lot. More games need to do that. And not with, like, jump scares. The constant, steady level of tension as you share the space with it is really, really delectable when it comes to horror games. That's why I don't like the Five Nights at Freddy's Pizza Bear games. You know, I don't like those because you're like, I'm waiting to be scared. I'm waiting for the monster. Oh my god, there it is. Oh shit. You know, I need having the constant tension is way more scintillating for me. Heinous Cupcake, Vagineer, oh, that's what you mean. Sorry. Yeah, Vagineer is a classic, dude. I'm not even going to attempt to emulate the sounds. Christian Brutal Sniper is like another weird, classic, edgy OC shit. Yeah, there are a lot of old Gmod videos of those I watched when I was younger. Good high school times. Fun fact about Amnesia, for 90% of the game, there's no monster and you're safe. Goes to show how ambience, mystery, and suspense do when done right. There's a reason why that game still holds up today. It's just like one of the best horror games ever made. It's really good. In fact, I gotta play that shit again. That's something else I need to do on stream is play Amnesia. And, like, play it all the way through. That's what I need to do. Immerse myself in a good horror game for your pleasure. I'm not paying attention. Oh god. I look at my chat and drive off the road. How to buff the Sandman? Well, I'm of the opinion that it should just be turned into a DM weapon. I think that'd be a good way to handle it. Beyond that, I'm not sure about the specifics. Anything that involves damage over time or a slowdown effect sucks, and it's not fun to play with or play against, really. So, some kind of additional ranged damage option at the cost of some of your max health, I think would be okay. Personally, big fan of the brick in TF Classic. Just rework that into the brick, and then give him the same max health penalty. By DM, I mean damage. By DM, I mean damage. Try Subnautica, not technically horror, but it has a whole lot of tension, and many people, depending on how they fear the ocean, may describe it as horror. I don't have thalassophobia. The ocean does not scare me at all. I mean, I'm very comfortable on a boat. Very comfortable on a boat, very comfortable on the water. Like, even if I don't see land, it's like, okay, whatever, I'm on a boat. So maybe it won't tickle the fear in me. I will try it, though. I know it's a good game. I'm not writing that off. I know it's a good game. Money I owe is for a live 2D model or a 3D printer. Get the 3D printer, dude. Get that, because you can, like, make a whole bunch of shit for yourself. Custom whatever you want. I've debated about buying a 3D printer before, just so I can make stupid things. Like, one of the best things someone has ever given to me as a gift. Hold on, let me like, put myself in a safe position here. One of the best things. One of the best things I've ever received. It's like a gift. This is like, I'm still hesitant about the idea of getting a P.O. box, but I fucking love this thing. I fucking love this damn thing, man. The bust of the the fantastic Mr. Plastic that someone sent to me in my mail, Dr. Bogdanov. Like, this is the best thing I've ever received. I love this thing so much. This is what I would use a 3D printer for, is shit like this. I love this thing. It's so stupid. He bought? He sold? After the release of my next video, gonna be doing the mustard cupcake stream. In fact, what I'll try to do is synchronize the release of the video, and then the next stream I do after its release, gonna be mustard cupcakes. I 100% promise that I will do that, meaning it's gonna be next month. I will do it. Guaranteed. It's overdue. I'll do it. I just have to figure out how to like put my PC in a different room and stream something from my kitchen. Don't know how I'm going to accomplish that, but I'll figure it out. It's not my 3D printer I'm paying for, it's a friend, so you're buying your friend a 3D printer? It's very generous of you. What do I mean by mustard cupcake stream? He doesn't know. He doesn't know. He's not familiar. He's not familiar with the channel lore at this point. That's okay. We can initiate you. Don't you worry. We can bring you up to speed with what we mean by the mustard cupcakes. So the mustard cupcake is a little analogy that I use to describe the state of Team Fortress 2, where the complacency with the game's current state comes from a lack of information of how the game used to be. So the way I pose it is like, okay, envision like TF2 used to be a delicious cupcake, right? TF2 used to be a delicious cupcake. It was your favorite flavor. Delicious, high, thick frosting. That's my personal favorite. It's thick frosting. The higher the frosting to cake ratio, the better, in my opinion. I love frosting. I just eat frosting out of a fucking bowl if I could. That's the inner fat kid in me. Point being, TF2 used to be a delicious cupcake. But then when Meet Your Match came out, Valve completely fucked it up, going, okay, here, you can have your cupcake again, but we're going to remove the frosting, swap out the sugar with salt, and we're going to coat it in mustard. Instead of frosting, you're going to get mustard. That's what they did to Team Fortress 2. Technically, it is still a cupcake. You can still eat it. It will still provide you with caloric nourishment, but it is not the delicious cupcake that Team Fortress 2 used to be. And we now have entire generations of players that have never experienced the original cupcake. They have no idea what it tastes like. They've only ever consumed the mustard cupcake, and to them, that cupcake is totally fine. I can eat this. I can eat it just fine. It's giving me the caloric nourishment. But if they were to taste the normal cupcake, if they were to taste the delicious cupcake and have that experience, they'd realize, oh my god, what have I been putting into my body all of these years? So I wanna make the mustard cupcake. I have no comms and I must draw, so I have 7 cents to buy a candy or something. IDK, take care, everyone, and prevent Zesty from running over animals. You're very kind, thank you. Thank you so much. Kid cravings without the kid metabolism? Listen, man. The inner fat kid lies dormant within me, and it awakens when I am presented with a delectable dessert. I have a sweet tooth. It's rare it makes itself known, but I have a sweet tooth. You put a slab of warm carrot cake in front of me with thick cream cheese frosting, I'm gonna fuck it up. I'm gonna demolish it. You won't see a crumb of that sucker left. I'm gonna eat it all. You give me marshmallows? Oh, I'll eat the whole bag. I'll demolish the entire bag. You give me anything marzipan, any kind of marzipan candy, it's gonna be gone. I'm gonna eat it. It's uncontrollable. It will not last in my house. So I don't buy these things. I don't buy these things because if I do, I would not be able to stop myself from eating them. Yes, marzipan. I fucking love marzipan. It's delicious. Chocolate-covered marzipan is easily my favorite candy on this planet. I love chocolate-covered marzipan. Close second favorite candy, chocolate-covered raisins. Dark chocolate-covered raisins. Not milk chocolate. Dark chocolate, because you need a little bit of the bitterness to offset the sweet. Those are my 2 favorite delicacies on this here earth. I don't like Butterfingers. I'm not a fan of Butterfingers. They taste good, they just stick in your teeth in a very unpleasant way. So I'm not a fan. I like peanut butter flavored things in general. Butterfinger, not so much. I know marzipan's waiting for you. I can't wait. Because, like, America doesn't have good marzipan. Every other part of this world has good marzipan. America does not. It makes me sad. I wish we did, but we don't. Do I prefer American or European chocolate? Oh my god, are you kidding? American chocolate sucks. What we have here is shit. I had European chocolate for the first time when I went to Hungary a couple years ago. Oh my god, talk about an eye-opener for how terrible American chocolate is. It is. It doesn't even come close at all. Oh my god. What we have is terrible. European chocolate demolishes American chocolate. Ooh, don't hit the client. We're good.
Hello. Okay, let's go.
6 foot tall zesty doll. Oh my god. Didn't Queso? Someone knitted Queso not a life size, like a giant plushie of him. Y'all seen that? That's insane. I wonder how long it took that person to make it. Also, how do you deliver that? Doesn't he have it in his house now? How do you even deliver that shit? Like, imagine calling up a delivery service and going, hey, I need to deliver a 10-foot tall knitted plushie that weighs 600 pounds or more. What? How? How? Who's gonna do that for you? The plush was adorable. I agree. That was awesome. Talk about craftsmanship. Do you guys not have any kind of Kinder? We have Kinder products here. Not many, but a few. They've become more widely available over the last few years. I don't think I've tried a few of them when I was in Europe, but I've never purchased a Kinder product while living in America. I don't really go out of my way to get chocolate, honestly. I don't really buy candy. Again, if it's in my house, I'm gonna eat it. And so, like, if I'm gonna treat myself to something sweet, I'd rather, like, have a fresh baked good, like cake or pie or cookies. I'm not a big candy guy, honestly. I like the candies I listed, but if I'm presented with marzipan candy or a slice of cake, it's gonna be the cake. Much prefer baked goods. I won't forgive Americans for changing the Kinder egg shape because y'all would eat the toy. Yeah. Yeah, we had a run for a while there where we had Kinder and Kinder-like candies where it was a chocolate shell that would hold some kind of goodie inside, where you would either have hard candies. They had like this Disney chocolate ball that had little hard candies inside of it, or you had the traditional Kinder egg and then all the spin-offs of it that would have a toy inside of it. But there were too many instances of stupid parents giving like their 3-year-old one of these things and then they choke on the toy. So as a result, they banned those for a long time until they changed the design of them to where it's like a less of a risk to choke on the prize inside. So yeah, Wonder Balls. That's right, it was Wonder Balls is what they were called, dude. Yeah, the Disney Wonder Balls. Those were the shit. Yeah, many a child choked on the plastic toys inside of the candies, so we can't have nice things. It's the scariest when they make it so you can't make out what it is that it is scary and you're left alone with your mind for interpretation. Someone's behind on the stream. That's okay. We forgive you. But also true. Choking hazards, a tale as old as time. I just think a lot of mishaps come from parents being a little irresponsible with their kids. Like, there's no reason Wonder Balls can't exist right now. There's no reason why we shouldn't be allowed to have these things. You know, just parents need to be more mindful of like, maybe I shouldn't give my child small objects, hard candies to chew on that they could potentially choke on. You know what I mean? Because my 7-year-old ass would fuck up a Wonder Ball. I loved those things. No, it was the toys. The kids would choke on the toys because originally, I don't even think they had containers. They were just put straight into the candy egg. The toy was anyway. I don't think they had a little container. Correct me if I'm wrong. But now they ship in a little container where you can't confuse, oh, this is not candy and this is. And like, if you have kids and they're like if they're a toddler or an infant, they're putting shit in their mouth all the time. So last thing you want to have around a small child is something that they're going to put in their mouth and then choke on. Not good, very dangerous. Know someone that lost their kid that way, very sad. Be careful. That's a warning. That is a warning. Do not put things that are choking hazards in front of small children. 90% of new maps are going to die, that's true. Man, interesting how, I guess a lot of people like start the stream from earlier on, and then I see their messages as I'm still streaming. Interesting. So I get they're gonna see my response to their message 2 hours later. The toy inside candy is stupid anyways because the toy probably fucking sucks. Not for like a 5-year-old. Dude, if I got like a little toy car inside of my candy, dude, my day is made. My day is that's all we needed. That's all we needed back in the day was like a little toy car inside of my candy. I didn't need like complex toys. I just honed in on that person like a heat-seeking missile, and I really did not intend to do that. I just missed my turn. That's all I needed when I was a kid, man. It was like a little toy car, like a little itty-bitty action figure inside of my candy. I don't need the bells and whistles. The wheels didn't even need to spin. My 5-year-old ass was content with like a Monopoly piece inside of my candy. It was great. Just give me something that looked like a car, I would play with it when I was a kid. I would make things that weren't cars in my head. Like stones and pebbles, and like when I would go to the beach, what I would do is like this I don't know if this is like indicative of like some severe form of autism that may or may not still be latent somewhere in my brain. But when I was a youngin', when I would go to the beach, I would just like, I wouldn't play in the water, I would play in the sand all the time. And what I would do is I would lay on my stomach and I would build little mounds of sand, and then I would get the shells, and then I would like drive the shells over the mounds of sand like they were cars. I would do that all the time. And then I got actual toy cars that I would take to the beach and then drive in the sand. Times were simpler. Times were simpler. And boy, do I miss them. Little mounds and little tunnels and little castles. That's all I would do, playing in the sand. It is a perfect world. Such a fucking perfect world, and I really do miss it. I really do. Like, I have another... Oh God, I had so much fun as a kid at the beach. I'm also just not big on swimming. I don't take that much delight in swimming. I just like being at the beach. I like playing in the sand and getting sun. The water is nice. The water is secondary. I like fishing, but I'm not a big swimming guy. Like, I don't like going to the pool. Does anyone like going to the pool here? Genuine question, actually. How many of you on a regular basis swim? Like, go to a public pool, or go to a lake, or go to a river and just go there to swim. Explicitly to swim is like your main activity. Seems like mostly people don't. Most people don't do that. Which I guess is no surprise. Public pools are pretty fucking nasty. They are. Swimming exercises all the muscles in your... It does. Swimming, that's why swimming is a very good exercise. You're working every part of your body. So true. So true. But yeah, I've been to a public... I can count the amount of times I've been to a public pool on one hand. That's how little I've been swimming in public pools. It's a nightmare. They're dirty, they stink. Kids are screaming. Just it's not very appealing to go to a public pool. Now, water parks, that's a different story. Water parks are something different. We had badass water parks here in my town. We had one called Splash Town that closed down some years ago. Oh my God, that place was so fun. Holy shit. Man, that was the fucking kick-ass place to hang out with Splash Town. So many hazards back when kids, back when kids were allowed to be a little bit more resilient in their play environments before everything had to get wrapped in bubble wrap and rubber. There was something at okay. One of the there's like a little obstacle course they had in the pool, and one of the obstacles where they had these giant floating foam discs that looked like mushroom tops, and they would float on the water, and they were held in place by a single chain in the middle attached to the bottom of the pool, and the objective was to run across them. You would run across them. But they were super unstable, so if you landed on them in the wrong way, they would immediately tilt you into the water. So many sprained ankles. So many fucking sprained ankles on that thing, but I played on it all the time. It was so fun. Those are gone now, because too many people got hurt. Too many people got hurt, and we don't let kids injure themselves. I can't recall the last time I've seen a small child with a cast on their arm. I can't recall the last time I've seen one. Like, kids don't get hurt anymore. Parents don't let their kids play. What happened?
There's a job near you right now.
Glasses are dirty. Had swimming in high school, but more than half the time it would cancel because the SPED class was before and the pool was pooped on. Ugh, what the fuck? Spec Ed, yeah. Spec Ed got to swim? I feel like that's a disaster waiting to happen. Good lord. See, for me, I had a thought about, oh, right. So, I had a friend of mine in high school who explicitly joined the swimming team just so he could get closer to the girls' swimming team. This guy was a player. Did he get action? No. But was he a player? Absolutely. This guy joined the swimming team just so he could like hang out around the girls for girl swim practice. Because like our school was so small that we had a male and female swim team, right? We had boys and girls swim teams, but the oh shit! Oh no, the door won't open. No, I have to reset. And so what they would do is they would practice at the same time. And so he went there just so he could like hit on the girls. He would go there just so he could hit on the girls. It was really funny. Here, brief pause. Gonna get something to drink and I have to piss. I'll be right back. Okay, I have returned. God, the difference in temperature in my room and the room outside is like 20 degrees. It is so fucking hot in here. Oh my god. Anyway, we're back. Place your bets. Am I gonna spill my drink again? Admittedly, girls being next to us during swimming brought out that dog in me. Our school had swimming during school hours though, and that shit was terrible. Yeah. Yeah, that's the typical high school environment is you put boys and girls next to each other. Well, you know. Shit's gonna happen. Shit's gonna happen. That's just how it is.
Pickup not too far from you. Sending you the address now.
I have vivid memories of being an incredibly awkward retard in high school. Many a story to tell. What's like a funny story I could tell? What is a funny high school tale? What's a funny yarn? What's a funny yarn I could spin, you think? Also, where am I going? I did not play sports in high school. I was particularly unathletic when I was in high school. You know, I was a 6'7" guy. You know, I was 6'7", 300 pounds. They really, really wanted me to play football. Really, really wanted me to play football. For obvious reasons, I beat the linebacker they could have ever dreamed of. The linebacker they dreamed of, but I just never bothered. Didn't call to me, didn't care. Hated physical activity. Just was a lazy slug. Preferred playing video games and whatnot. That's all I ever did. So, instead of sports, we had a robotics club that I joined. This was the nerd haven. The nerds of the class went to the robotics team, and we would build robots and have little competitions. And yeah, that's where I resided for all 4 years of high school. And you know what? It was fucking awesome. It was fucking awesome. I was with my friends. We'd hang out after school every day, work on this robot. It was you know, eat snacks. It was great. We didn't have band kids, really. Our school was so small, we didn't exactly have a band. We had more of a jazz band than an actual band. We had a drum line for our sports events, but we didn't have an actual band. Like, no wind instruments, no nothing like that. So that's what I did in high school. I had a hydroponics science teacher, and I was angry as fuck when someone sabotaged the whole system I worked on for months. Oh my god, you had a fucking shithead in your class. I had some shitheads in mine. But most of the shitheadery and tomfoolery mostly boiled down to, like, traditional bullying. Like, for example, you know, because I was the fat kid. You know, I was the big fat kid, so I was a very easy target. And just for my freshman year, like, you know, but eventually the teachers picked up on it and rightly punished them. You know, I'd get targeted in dodgeball, that kind of thing. People would throw shit at me, call me names, yada, yada, yada. But eventually, by the middle of my sophomore year, I realized, oh shit, I just need to lean into this. If I lean into this and make people laugh, then they'll probably stop doing it. And you know what? It did. Ended up making friends with fucking everybody. No, yeah, kids are cruel. Kids are fucking mean if their parents aren't guiding them properly. So, yeah, by the middle of my sophomore year, it was I had a decent time. Worked it out. There's no way with your build and height you were an easy target. You should have seen me in high school, dude. I was the fat fucking nerd. I was the fat fucking nerd, and all the small Mexican guys would pick on me. That's how it was. Mind you, I was in a school where it was like 80% Hispanic. And then 20% everything else. So I was the odd one out, so I got singled out quite often. Just how it was. Dude, I had no muscle. I had zero strength. Again, you should have seen what I looked like. I was fat as fuck. No athleticism whatsoever. I couldn't do a single push-up. I was just a fat tub of lard that would play video games and read manga, and that's kind of it. So, nothing's changed except for my physique, really. Where's that fucking road? There's a road that gets me up here. Did I pass it? No, it's over here. It's further down. With fat always comes muscle underneath. Not if you're not exercising, which I did not do. I had the muscle to help me walk, to get me from point A to point B, usually to more snacks, but not for any kind of athleticism or fighting. Leg muscle comes with fat? Not if you're not moving. Either way. But you were still tall, mostly short kids get bullied, but if you're fat, that paints a... If you're fat, it's a massive target on your back. It doesn't matter how tall you are. If you're fat, like, being fat is worse than being short in terms of bullying, 100%.
Call just came in.
Working a grocery store, losing weight quickly. If you're on your feet all day, that's a factor. And if you're busy and not eating, also a factor. Don't forget, just generally speaking, people, if you're wanting to lose weight, 80% of it is your diet. If not 100% is your diet, you know? What goes in your body translates into what weight's getting put on your frame. You want to lose weight? Eat less. That's just the basic thermodynamics of the situation. Simple as that. What overlay I'm using, like for my stream? This is one that's custom. It's one that's custom for me. Diet is the most important thing, but there's no miracle food that'll make you skinny. Nope, there is no miracle food that will make you skinny, but now there's miracle drugs that make you skinny, which is admittedly somewhat terrifying. I'm gonna fuck myself here, aren't I? No, I won't. I'm gonna aim for that road. I don't know why I'm doing this. But yeah, now they have miracle drugs like Ozempic that turn you into a skeleton because it makes it impossible to eat, so you just drop weight insanely fast, which is not healthy. Yeah. That's why Gabe Newell is skinny. He got on Ozempic, dude. Gabe got on Ozempic and lost all of his weight. I don't know what to do about what to eat that is healthier. Number one thing to do if you want to eat healthier, 2 pieces of advice that I usually give people that want to start losing weight. The one way to lose weight, the only way to lose weight, is to put yourself into a caloric deficit. You have to be eating fewer calories than you burn, right? So you got to figure out what your base metabolic rate is, how many calories you burn just by living, and then figure out, you know, put yourself into a deficit, like, you know, 300 to 500 calorie deficit. No more than that, because any more than that is dangerous. Any more than that's dangerous. 500 is pushing it, you know. Just eat fewer calories than you burn every day, and you will lose weight. That's the mechanics of it. And the 2 pieces of advice I give to people is that more people have, or a lot of people, I should say, a lot of people don't understand just how many calories you drink every day. Because when you drink something, you're not thinking about it as calories because you're not chewing on it, right? No soda, no sweet tea, no juices, no sugary Starbucks drinks. All that shit adds up. Because a lot of the main reason why a lot of people are overweight is because they already have a bad diet, and so they're already in a caloric surplus, but then on top of that, they're drinking like an extra 1,000 calories a day without even thinking about it. Because again, it's liquid. So, like, the number one thing I tell people to do, if you're wanting to lose weight, stop drinking soda. No more soda, no more juice, no more sugary Starbucks drinks, water, tea, and coffee. Nothing else. No added mixtures, no sugars, no sweeteners, unless it's calorie-free, because calorie-free sweeteners are fine. Some of them, anyway. Number one thing to do to lose weight. And second, no more processed food. If it comes in a box or a bag or a can, avoid it. It is not good for you, unless it is unsalted vegetables that come in a can. Beyond that, or beans or rice. Beans and rice and vegetables. Beyond that, no processed shit. Because it has massive amount of carbs, tons of sugar. It's not good for you. Reminded of the one LA Beast video where he drank a whole tin of olive oil over 10,000 calories. Yeah, that's, you know, horrible. Yeah, tomatoes, just, if it's not vegetables, beans or rice, don't eat it out of a box or a bag or a can. Stick to fresh foods as much as possible. And bulk dry, and like buying foods in bulk and dry, also good. Because, like, for example, I'll tell you what I eat every day. Because I'm the kind of person that's totally fine eating the same thing every day. I don't have a crazy appetite. I'm not I used to have a crazy appetite. I'm not someone that has to eat something different every day. I eat the same thing for breakfast every day. 5 eggs and a piece of toast with peanut butter. That's my breakfast every day. For lunch, I eat the same thing every day. I eat about 10, 12 ounces of chicken breast or chicken thighs, cooked with rice, broccoli, and red peppers. That's like my lunch go-to right now. Eat that every day. dinner, some other kind of protein, be it fish or chicken or beef, and vegetables, no carbs. That's my dinner every day. That's what I stick to. The only vice I let myself have, the only thing I let myself have that is not healthy, is I have one beer. I have one beer at the end of the day, and that's my treat. Usually don't eat dessert, don't eat anything sweet, avoid it. It's not good for you. Yeah, and also, alcohol is horrible. Because again, you're drinking a lot of calories. You know, one drink is not going to kill you, but if you're drinking to excess every day, alcohol has a lot of calories. Should I drink a gallon of tea a day? I mean, unsweetened, non-decaf? I mean, a gallon of any caffeinated drink a day is a lot. I mean, you need, what is it, 2 liters of water a day, minimum? So, the volume is not the severe issue, it's just, it's the caffeine that concerns me, because caffeine's a diuretic, and so your body's gonna be releasing that fluid a lot more than it's retaining, because you're probably not hydrating yourself, you're probably further dehydrating yourself. So, if you're drinking that much tea, probably not a good idea. High amounts of caffeine will dehydrate you, which is not good. On this topic, have I done a soda tier list? I don't know if I have. I do need to make a soda tier list. That'll be fun. That'll be fun. You don't have to stop drinking tea in general. Just don't drink that much tea. Like for me, when I have my coffee, I drink decaf because caffeine fucks me up, and I only drink herbal tea because caffeine makes me jittery and makes me feel miserable. So, I drink, and if I'm not having caffeine, I'm not getting the diuretic. But, no more than 2 cups of caffeinated beverages a day, be it coffee or tea. That's just, it also depends on your body size. Body size matters, you know. But for me, no more than 2 is what my old limit was. Did I abide by that limit? Fuck no. When I was in college and I had to work all the time, I was drinking 4 or 5 cups of coffee a day. And then tea in the evening, caffeinated tea, and it fucked me up. Did I sleep? Fuck no. When I got sleep, was it good sleep? Fuck no. I was pissing all day, waking up to piss all the time. It was misery, but I needed the energy so I could do my work. But got myself into a better lifestyle where I don't have to worry about my energy levels so much because my diet's better, my sleep is better, so I don't need caffeine to carry me through the day. Herbal teas do not have caffeine, and I drink herbal tea. Another good way to hold off weight is while eating a diet-based daily caloric intake is drinking chicken broth. Yes, chicken broth's also good for, it's a decent appetite suppressant. You know, sipping on some chicken broth, you know, with a meal, it helps stave off cravings, from my experience. For me, my herbal tea go-tos are like, lemon ginger tea, fucking love it. Lemon ginger tea, any kind of cinnamon tea, like apple cinnamon or cinnamon. Love it. That's kind of it, really. Those are my go-tos. Yeah, excuse me. Where the fuck's this guy? Where are you? You're far. Must you be that far? Japan did a good job filling us up without hammering us with calories, though. To be fair, Gary, we had some pretty calorie-dense meals. Like, that first night, that bowl of ramen we had, that was noodles are high in calorie. What was working in our benefit is we were walking everywhere. Dude, like, do you remember how much we were walking each day? We were walking, like, 4 or 5 miles a day. To, like, meet up with what we... And then, like... And also, on some days, we only had, like, 1 or 2 meals, which didn't help us. So, yeah. Because we were fucking... We were booking it. Like, the day when we were in Akiba, we had, like, 1 meal that day. I know I fucked up. I know I fucked up. Now, but even the days where I didn't fuck up our sightseeing, we were walking a lot. Like, again, like, just in our 1 day in Akiba, we went fucking everywhere. We walked, like, 5 miles that day, just going to all the shops. Fuck, I want to go back so bad. Isn't that All-American crap called Lunchables or Lunchly that Mr. Beast made like super processed. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, Lunchables and also Lunchly is ultra mega processed, terrible food. Terrible food. Don't give it to your kids. Every once in a while as like a treat, sure, but not every day for lunch, man. That is poison for your kid. Thoughts on smoking to lose weight? Yes, I would like to increase my risk for heart disease and lung cancer to lose weight. Yes, instead of taking the much healthier routes to lose the weight and make myself physically stronger. Yeah, I'm thinking no when it comes to smoking and losing weight. Take 400 milligrams of caffeine a day. How much does a 6'7" gigachad like yourself have to take to feel wired? 1 cup of coffee is all it takes for me to get wired, man. I'm super sensitive to caffeine. I hate it. So I don't touch it at all, man. I really do. I fucking hate it. Even like a cup of green tea, which has less caffeine, I still feel that. Ugh. Hate it. So like if I need energy or something, I usually just like try to just will it into existence. I just will it into existence, or I listen to some music to get me pumped up, and then I'm like good to go for whatever it is I need to do. I also try to work early. Like when I usually try to get the bulk of my more mentally taxing work done earlier in the day. And so in the afternoon when I lose my mental agility, if I may call it that, I have my more menial labor in the afternoon where I just don't have to think about it too much, and I can just put on some music or something to keep me going, and I knock it out, so. I live on that level of energy and high anxiety. High blood pressure is the essence of my soul. Dude, that's why I fucking hated it, man. Drinking coffee made me so fucking anxious all the time. Oh, it was miserable. And like, I wondered why I felt terrible all the time. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with me? And it's like, oh my God, it's the coffee. And then I stopped drinking it, and then I felt better. And no, yeah, some people can drink fuckloads of caffeine, and it doesn't faze them at all. Those people are built different. Oh, coffee is delicious. Don't get me wrong. I fucking love good coffee. I love good coffee. And if you can ignore the slightly strange taste when it comes to decaf, still good. I used to drink so much tea that I had heart problems and frequent panic attacks. No, yeah, too. That fucks you up, man. Because like it gets in your head and makes you, it kind of freaks you out. Like, shit, my heart's freaking out. And then you focus on your heart and you work yourself up. It's like, oh fuck, you know. So things that get you wired, I avoid it. I already got enough shit stressing me out on the day-to-day where I don't need caffeine to exacerbate that. Don't know why, but caffeine has reverse effect on me. I get sleepier instead sometimes. I have heard that before. I have heard that caffeine does make some people sleepy, which is interesting. I wish I had that. I wish I could just drink something and get sleepy that didn't have calories. Alcohol? That makes me sleepy. But do I want to drink that to get sleepy? Nope. Looking to potato coffee? They tried weird stuff in the Civil War when coffee trade access was barred by the North and South suffered. Potato coffee sounds nasty. Melatonin? Melatonin gives me weird fucking dreams, man. It really does. Melatonin just, I tried it before when I was in like an ultra high stress state, doing some crunch time work so I could get to bed. I fell asleep, but then I had wicked vivid nightmares. So I can't take that shit. Magnesium does. Yes, magnesium is a great supplement for helping your sleep. Yes, I need to get back on that actually. I've been off it for a long time. Yeah, magnesium's good for you when it comes to your sleep, 100%. But yeah, I agree. Most people don't need the caffeine. The main reasons why most people feel tired during the day is because they're not getting the right, they're probably dehydrated, first of all. When you're dehydrated, your brain is dehydrated, which makes you sleepy. So make sure you're hydrated. Second, you're not getting the right amount of vitamins and minerals you need that would help your alertness level. So if you're having a healthy, rounded diet, that also helps your sleepiness. And avoid high-fat, high-carb foods during the periods when you normally feel sleepy. Stick to protein, stick to water, and that'll help.
Let's go, please.
Be considered we're all NEETs. How many of you are like self-proclaimed NEETs and wear that badge with pride? Out yourself in my chat right now. Very curious. It's a non-zero amount of people, I'm sure. Drinking coffee right now. I wish I could drink coffee all day because coffee tastes good. I fucking love coffee. Yo, here. Everyone's like, yeah, me. Oh, Lord. Can I blame people for living that lifestyle in this day and age? Not completely. The world's a bit shit right now, so I kind of understand not wanting to contribute to society in some way. And there's also a lot of people that are NEETs that aren't willingly in that position. They just can't find work, so. Or they're in that position for health reasons. So. Can't 100% blame people. You hate how coffee tastes? I fucking love, dude, I love chocolate-covered coffee beans, coffee-flavored ice cream, coffee-flavored candies. Oh, I love coffee so much. I like the smell of coffee. Give me a coffee-scented candle. I'll do whatever you ask. No, I have never been a NEET. I've always been in education, employment, or training. I've never been a NEET. I've always had something going on. The lifestyle sounds fun and interesting, but not having something to work on every day, I think I might go insane. I'm someone that always needs a task. Something like a project or a long-term goal that I'm working towards, otherwise I go insane. I have to be doing something. It's not that I can't sit in silence and enjoy the company of my own person, but if I don't have something I'm actively working towards in my life, I feel like I'm going insane. It's also good for the brain. Humans need tasks. Humans need routine. Routine and tasks help keep you sane. It is indeed very good for the brain. What's a NEET node? NEET, N-E-E-T, not in education, employment, or training. Basically, you do nothing with your life. So, not a lifestyle that I would want to seek after, that's for damn sure. I've been unemployed before. That's not fun. But thankfully I found a job relatively quickly after that point. Does coffee make you shit? It's the caffeine that makes you shit. Because caffeine is a diuretic and that makes you shit. Like decaf coffee doesn't make me shit. Okay, so for a period of 5 months, I was technically a NEET because I didn't have a job, but I was actively looking for a job. So okay, there's that period. But I didn't like self-label myself a NEET. To me, like if you're a NEET, you kind of have to label yourself that. Otherwise, you're like labeling yourself as, oh, I'm looking for a job right now. Or like, oh, I'm between jobs right now. You know what I mean? I feel like there's a mentality that comes with it too. I'll have to get a photo of it one Christmas. I got a poop emoji shaped coffee mug. That is awful. Just the concept of emoji coffee mugs makes me feel a little bit sad. Just a little bit. There's a non-zero chance that there's an Among Us shaped coffee mug out there in the world. And that thought makes me very sad. Neat sounds like something you'd call a pet. I mean, technically, your pets are neats. You care for them. They live off of you. So. Alright, Gen Z or Millennial? Technically, I'm Millennial, because I was born in 1994. So. I'm before the cutoff of Millennial going into Gen Z. Dude, completely agree that emoticons were so much better than emojis. Emojis remove the soul. A little bit. Old school emoticons are where it's at, man. Hit him with the oh whoa. Hit him with the :3. Hit him with the more elaborate ones that people came up with. That's where it's at. The colon bracket. Yes, that's how it should be. That is how God intended human communication online when it comes to conveying emotion. Not the weird Reddit shit like /SRS, /J, You hit him with the emoji, then they know. The emoticon, sorry, you hit him with the emoticon, then they know. Then they know whether or not to take you seriously. Or as a joke. Did I see the Spotify urn? Did you type that right? Like a Spotify-themed urn? I don't know if I believe you. Is that a real thing? Hold on. I'm looking this up. This has to be bait. Introducing the world's first ever music streaming urn. From Liquid Death and Spotify? What? It's $500. It's $500 for an urn that beams music into your ashes. It even has the Spotify and Liquid Death branding on it. To me, that's like the equivalent of having like the McDonald's logo on my casket. Yes, I would love my body to be held forever inside of something with like a brand logo on it. Oh my god. You know what's scary to me? The thought just occurred to me. As Disney adults continue to eat themselves to death and die of heart disease in their 40s, the Disney adults, a non-zero number of them, are gonna be buried with like the Mickey Mouse ears on their casket. Didn't Disney sue somebody for having like a Disney-themed gravestone? Something like that? I vaguely remember a story like this. Yeah, yes, it was a Spider-Man themed casket for a kid, and Disney like tried to sue them for that. I think this was after Disney acquired Marvel, and so they tried to sue them. If memory serves. If memory serves. Yeah, and I believe it was a child's casket, which is even more fucked up. Yes, bury me in the Spotify Liquid Death urn. That's what I want. That's all I'm worth. Listen, Liquid Death, love you guys, love your products, but I gotta say no to the urn. I gotta say no to the 5. Listen, if I'm getting burned, if there's no place to bury me and you're just gonna be left with my ashes, put me in a coffee can, man. Put me in a coffee can. That's good enough. That's all I need. It's ashes. I don't need to be inside of some like carved jade urn that plays music or something. I don't need nothing special. Yes. Liquid Death is very expensive, but it is tasty. Dude, Liquid Death is good. I like their drinks. They're expensive, but they taste good. What does irk me, though, is they started using stevia. They moved away from using agave nectar. They also incorporate stevia into their drinks now, and I hate the way stevia tastes. It makes me upset. So I retract that a little bit. Ever since they started using stevia, me no likey. Me no likey. What song would I want playing for all eternity? Can I pick an album?
Thank you so much.
Please, can I pick an album and not just a song? Because picking one song is too short. I need a full album to be played forever.
Came in. It's up on your GPS now.
Can't do one song. I just can't. I will not have one song. Stevia's gross. I really don't like the taste of it at all. It has a weird, it's not quite artificial, just something about it is just wrong. I don't like it. Pet Sounds by the Beach Boys. I'm not a fan of the Beach Boys. If I had to pick an album, Daft Punk's Alive 2007 would absolutely be the album I would listen to forever. 100%. Smooth Criminal playing at my aunt's funeral? Oh my god, that's wild. No, please don't bury me with anything TF2 related. That's like the one thing I don't want to take into the afterlife. Currents or slow rush from Tame Impala. No, I don't fuck with animal sounds. I'm just not crazy. It's not like I dislike Beach Boys, okay? I'm not like, oh my god, the Beach Boys. No, their music's okay. It's not my first pick at all. We got him. My taxi is fucked. I might swing on over for some repairs before we continue. Imagine people crying to Annie, are you okay? Are you okay? That's nuts. Yeah, I don't know. When I die, I don't want, like, sad songs played at my funeral, but I know I wouldn't want Michael Jackson playing at my funeral. I want my funeral to be a celebration of my life. That's what I want. What that celebration would entail? Blackjack and hookers, maybe? Beyond that, I'm not sure. I'll play Poker Night again at some point, but there are other games that I want to play. I want to branch out and do some other things. The only reason why I'm doing GTA Taxi today is I felt like talking, and I had not done Taxi in a while. I mean, I could have been speaking about all these things, playing Minecraft or something, but I just wanted to zone. Just wanted to zone out a bit today and talk about literally anything else other than Team Fortress 2 for a bit, after I got the stuff at the beginning of the stream out of the way. So, this has been the correct choice for me. My brain needed this. Barbie Girl X Cruel Angels Thesis? No. No! Other renditions of Cruel Angels Thesis are available.
This is dispatch. I got a job going right now.
Yes, I already went over the summer update leaks at the beginning of the stream. Yes. Oh my god, it's actually like 5 o'clock. I lost track of time. Holy shit, we've been going for 3 hours. I do need to leave. I totally forgot, didn't see what time it was. I have to go now. So, you guys take care. I'm actually gonna be late. So, you guys take care. Thank you for hanging out. You guys are awesome. Really, really appreciate all of the lovely donations today. For my urn, I'd like Bring Me to Life by Evanescence. Oh my god, that's awesome. That's a hell of a pick. But thank y'all for hanging out. Really appreciate all of the lovely donations. You guys are awesome. Video is going to be out by April, middle of April. I have a deadline. Basically, won't say why. You'll see why. Then stream again on Saturday. Usual shits. Don't know what it's going to be yet, so I'll probably let you know ahead of time in the Discord if I remember to do that, because I got to grind hard on this video, dude. And yeah, that's about it. You guys are awesome. I will catch you on Saturday.